It's showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse.
The penthouse.
Yes.
Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yeah, you're in the Penthouse on a Thursday, and if it sounds like a little bit more pump in my pump, it's because there's football tonight. What? That's right, preseason. It's the Jets and Browns, baby. I am jacked up like every other football fan. It's not much, but it's something. And I know when you miss football, anything is good. We got a lot coming at you today. Entertainment coming at you like Frisbees. A big giveaway at 11:45. And so much more in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Welcome to 92.1 Real Radio Entertainment at its finest. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hi.
Francis.
Good morning. What's going on? Happy Thursday.
Football.
Yeah, football. Like you said, I'll take anything right now at this point. Yep, let's do it.
It's like 4:30 in the morning, a booty call. You'll take anything.
Just like it.
1.5. The Jets are favorite, and the over-under is 33.5. If anybody's interested, thank you, DraftKings.
Who does that?
Who would bet on preseason? Jimmy. Yeah, I don't now, but boy, I used to really send it in. I mean, woo, man. What was I thinking?
Not even a little taste. You're not gonna? No. All right.
Nope. Because I know once I start, then it's
downhill from there.
I don't know about downhill. It just it would just kick up. You know what I mean? Like a lot of things in my
downhill.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I mean, who knows? We'll see what happens. But there is football tonight, 8 o'clock. It is Hall of Fame weekend, which is cool. For Dolphin fans, it's a big weekend. Zach Thomas is getting in, so that's huge for him. I'm sure Jason Taylor will be there, and a lot of Dolphin fans. It's always good if you're a fan and one of your guys gets in the Hall of Fame, you represent. So that's some exciting news. But it'll be a lot of fun, obviously, this weekend with the Hall of Fame. And like I said, tonight, Jets and Browns. Don't expect to see Aaron Rodgers. We're going to talk a little bit about a beef that's going on with Josh Allen, Jimmy's quarterback. If you're new to the show, every time we talk about the Buffalo Bills, it's Jimmy's team. Atlanta Falcons is Franny's team. And she is the president of Georgia University, by the way, also.
Am I?
Yeah,
University of Georgia?
Yeah, University
God,
of Georgia.
I'm busy. And I'm the number one fan for the U.S. soccer team, and I own the Braves. Man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, how do I have time to do this radio show?
Where'd you get all that money from?
And you do the Gator.
Oh, my God, I do the Gator in the mornings. Yeah, I don't. I'd pillow talk with
Real estate?
Yes, I don't know. I don't know.
You're a
I
great
actually,
wife.
I'm like Ryan Seacrest. There's multiple. I clone myself.
Yeah, might find out there's 3 of you one day.
Going to the Keys every weekend on vacation.
I know. I don't know how to do it.
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I'm going to Vegas too.
Colorado?
Wow, that's exciting. I'm going to Vegas in 7 years, but yeah, I'll go back.
Say hi to Teddy for us. will you?
Covered. Well, you got that big iHeart thing. I got this big CEO. I heard he wants you to come.
Oh,
so.
Did Bob say that? Oh, nice. Maybe it's because I buy his tequila. Maybe that's why.
Did you ever buy his tequila?
I've had it before, yeah.
What's it called?
Something Dragones. Something Dragones. It's got a blue little symbol on it.
There's so many tequilas.
There's so many out there.
I mean, it's crazy. Something that I enjoy, but maybe I eat too much.
Casa Dragones, just so you know.
All right.
Yes. House of the Dragon.
That'd be a great TV show, I bet. I bet you. I'm writing that down.
Something that I enjoy a little bit too much maybe is pizza. And I get one slice of pizza at Joseph's all the time, the veggie kind. That's my new jam. But, Jimmy, you got a possibility of a job.
Here it is.
Get
Here it
some
is.
pizza.
All right, you influencers, you ready for your job? Here
Yeah,
it
I
comes.
want this.
90% of the population is passionate about it. So if you want this gig, expect competition. Go look for it, though. A job listing for a pizza influencer is going viral, and the salary is a whopping $110,000 a year. This is serious. This isn't a joke. We'll joke a little bit about it, but in reality, this is out there. It's a pizza delivery app called Slice, who's hiring a person. And it's basically a social media marketing role. So you'll get the gist of it here in a second. And they just slapped a fun title on it. The job description says you'll create videos, social media content, primarily like TikTok, Instagram, things like that. That's the normal that's out there. And the videos will be about celebrating pizza, pizzeria owners, and pizza eaters. Job duties include recording, editing, starring in at least 3 pizza-themed videos a week. You'll also be interviewing pizza shop owners and running contests and giveaways. Perks includes medical, dental, 401k, and, quote, weekly pizza stipend. So free pizza. Nice, huh?
Does it say where it is? Like where the locations are?
What they're looking for is somebody to move to New York. That would be the ideal candidate, is somebody that's in New York, willing to move to New York.
It's like the Uno one. You had to move to New York to be that Uno person, too.
And now, to look into is, by the way, if you want to, you can go to their website, slice.careers.com is the address, right? So, but it's an app, Slice.
Yes, I've heard of it before.
So I put it on my phone and I looked at it a little bit, and basically what it does is when you go on there and you just register with an email like you do with every other damn app that you put on your phone. And it'll find by location with your phone all the pizza joints that are in your area, right? Yep. And it'll go by delivery, pickup, and all kinds of stuff, right? And it gives ratings for each one, but it's not specific. It's not like for Pizza Hut or for a particular pizza joint, right? It's just showing what's there. And I guess the idea of this with the pizza influencer job is you're going to go to these different ones and then do videos and promotions for them. And then, of course, Slice,
but
app has a relationship with all the pizza.
Do they pick where you're going, or do you? I don't know. You get to go wherever you want as long as you're hitting up pizza places. Like, you don't have to specifically stay in New York. Maybe you can travel and do pizza places.
That's the thing. They want you to travel. I'm assuming they want New York. And again, some of this is a little bit of an assumption. Now, I'm assuming they want you in New York because it's the number one market in the world, right? It's the biggest market. So I could imagine if I was to put in a zip code for Manhattan right now, it would probably pull up thousands or hundreds of pizza joints, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
how many do you think in Manhattan, would you say?
I have no idea.
I mean,
dude, you know the city much better than I do. What would you think? I mean, I don't say that as an insult. I say that as a compliment. You know it better than I do.
I don't know. I'm going to think Manhattan. I don't know. 700?
All right. According to Quora, there is, man, there's so many different answers here. But according to them, there are approximately 1,700 places within pizza or pizzeria in its legal name in NYC. Doesn't mean that there aren't other places that don't have pizza or pizzeria in the name.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I
mean that might include.
That's not the boroughs now. That's just Manhattan.
Yeah.
That's not like Queens, Bronx.
Just go to Little Italy.
Yeah,
place
but still, 1,700
that's
is the
insane.
I believe it. So, I mean, even when I looked up my own zip code, I mean, I couldn't believe how many there were when you sit and think about it. But you've got all your chains that are out there, and then even the chains that have several stores within your area. Like there's I don't know, I think 3 or 4 Pizza Huts in Port St. Lucie. I mean, just as an example, or Goodfellas, same type of thing. So I could see where, that'd be 7. So I would sort of guess that would be the reason. I mean, that'd certainly keep you busy. One person busy all day just in New York alone.
That is a hell of a gig.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. They apparently, and it didn't say how many. So I'm assuming this is just one.
I would assume just one, too.
It says influencer,
especially for that pay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's really a knockoff of what the kid does from Barstool. one
Is
bite.
it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Barstool is his company. That's his bread and butter. But he does this almost like, I mean, this is kind of his passion, and pizza is. So I understand, where it's coming from. But
he goes all over the country and the world.
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't get paid for that. He just goes in one slice.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're getting paid to do this, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
No, I'm saying the concept is almost a kickoff of that. Where he goes to places throughout the country when he's traveling. He goes one bite. Everybody knows the rules. And then he rates the pizza like 8, 7, 6. He's been down here, Vegas, Italy.
Any chance you think that dude, remember that dude? We read that article. I know Franny had it. We discussed it. That guy that went viral because he had like, a million followers. And he went to that pizza place in Vegas, I think it was. And he gave him a really good review because it was out of the blue, right? And he gave him a really good review. And like the next day, the place was booming.
Well, there was a
booming.
place here that did the same thing. I think it's the same dude from Barstool Sports.
Yep.
I think it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a gas station that had the Willie's Pizza in Jupiter, and people lost their mind
right.
in that thing. But it's probably the same guy because that's what happens. I mean, when he puts his stamp on it and he rates it really well, those places will be really, really busy.
So it's sort of along those lines,
what I
right?
mean.
So you've got a guy like that, or somebody that's an influencer like that, already has a following. Could you imagine you get a job like this and you go around and I'm kind of, and again, trying to read between the lines. So if they go out and this pizza, slice the app, right? They probably have some
name.
sort of a relationship with the pizza places, right? So there's a little bit of money exchange between everybody, and they get advertising there on the app. And if people download the app to use it to buy pizza, get their
great.
Now, I'm
deliveries.
sorry if you
so
said
it's
this.
kind of all together, right? It all circles around to.
If you
to
already
each
said
other.
it or not, Jimmy, they rate it too, or is it more of their experience and going there and showcasing whatever they're eating?
It just says that you create the videos. It doesn't say anything
Okay.
about doing.
it didn't say rating.
So you don't rate it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, because I'm guessing like if Joe's Pizza Place wants to be on Slice on the app, where people download the app and then obviously it'll come up. There's ratings on there. I did notice that when I was.
And
looking
those are
through
probably
some
from
of them.
customers
Yep.
that go there. Yeah.
Yep, they're
Like a
regular.
Yelp.
Yep, they're regular ones. Yeah.
I follow the one of the things on Instagram, Sopranos and stuff like that. Now there's a kid off of that Sopranos, and he does Taylor hams in New Jersey, like the best Taylor hams.
Oh, okay.
Same
Sandwiches, right?
Yeah, same
Yeah.
concept.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He goes place to place. The other day he was in Morristown, Parsippany, Cape May. You know what I mean?
Right.
He goes around.
Well,
So
that's all over the place.
Yeah,
Cape May. I
yeah.
mean, that's south to
Jersey.
north, right?
Yeah, Philly. But I'm just saying it's the same concept. But I think people like it
Because everybody loves food. And you probably could look. There's probably somebody who does. You said Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
probably somebody who does
Pretzels.
sushi or
ice cream. Yeah. I mean, you can do it anyway. And if you got a following, you'll do good.
Since this is the first time we're seeing this particular pizza influencer for this app Slice, I wonder if this will expand to other cities.
It might.
They're saying New York, and again, I think we're kind of trying to put the pieces together, thinking that there's a lot. Like Franny looked up 1,700 places there, but I would imagine that would expand throughout the country.
Oh yeah,
I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see any.
Every
reason
city
why.
has pizza places, So I mean,
Tons.
even if you just stick with the major metropolitan cities, Los Angeles, San Fran, Chicago, Miami.
Oh yeah, tons. There's tons there, and I think what happens is that people also seem to gravitate toward people who are regular making a review. Like if it was you know what I mean? Whereas opposed to a big star, you think right away, well, he's getting duped or something like that.
Did you guys sign up? Did you sign up for the gig? $110,000?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I was gonna say you do it, G-Man. I know how much you love pizza.
Well, I'm going to do it. Put my mother's address in Jersey.
Okay.
Pay somebody $20,000 to do all the videos. I'll be in 'em,
exactly.
and I'll still make 90.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's
We
what
knew
you-
that was coming. Stevie Wonder saw that coming.
I'm not
as
going
they
to do it.
say.
I don't have time to do that.
Now the thing is, time or knowledge. The problem is 110,000 doesn't go far in New York City. That's the only problem.
Well, and that's the thing. That's why I wonder if you have to stay there or you can take that 120 and just travel, like get an RV and just be like, all right, this is where I'm staying and I'm just going to hit the road. You start there in New York City and then you move on.
The ideal candidate is someone in New York.
Okay.
That was the thing, right? So that when I saw that, that's when I was like, oh boy, 110.
Yeah.
It's not getting you far.
No.
I think as a matter of fact, I just saw a TikTok video of somebody that showed their apartment in New York City, and it was $3,000 a month, and I mean it was nothing.
Yeah.
It was absolutely nothing. It was a bathroom
saw
and a
that.
living room.
I saw that too. Well, with this, because if they're
Unbelievable.
looking for somebody in New York, this could be just like a part-time gig, even though it's something fun that you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, you already have a job, a career, and then you can do this on the side easy and make an extra $110,000.
But you don't have to live in a city. You can live in Jersey. You can live in Brooklyn or something, Queens, and get in there in the morning, take a train or something. I mean, if you wanted to.
I would say those places are probably still expensive. I mean,
oh, yeah, they are. I'm not saying they're not, because then the other problem is you got to pay double tax, New Jersey or whatever, you know what I mean? If you're in you got to pay Jersey tax and New York tax and federal tax on your money when you get paid. Because if you work in New York, if you're getting paid and you live in Jersey, you still got to pay Jersey tax, New York tax, and then federal. So that's a lot.
I'm not familiar with that. No.
So we got to ask him for more money.
Yeah, that's what I was. I mean, one time's just a starting point.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
This is where we're starting. That's just going to get me one slice. I want a lot more. It is the Penthouse. It is a Thursday, getting ready for the weekend. Football tonight, baby. Are you jacked up? You can feel it. Get over to Monroe's tonight. It'd be a great way to kick off preseason and watching a game with some beautiful ladies. We're going to come back with This Day in History. We're also going to come back with a trifecta. And Franny's got a story of why it's great to be an American today. We'll be back. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
They're trying to get rid of hotel bathtubs, and I just can't stand for it.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't take your side.
Sealand, you've used a hotel bathtub before. I've seen it. Wait.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky as we move through our Thursday. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees. Still nice and humid, so it could feel close to 100 throughout the day. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms developing as well, but mostly pushing inland towards Lake Okeechobee as we move through the later part of the afternoon and evening. A few storms could return again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by FDOT. Find the traffic info this hurricane season at FL511.com. Travel smarter this hurricane season using FL511.com. Find traffic conditions, alternate routes, and more to ensure you get to where you're going safely and efficiently. A message from FDOT.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español.
Gracias, Babbel.
Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Attention business owners. Was your company impacted during COVID? If you had W-2 employees during 2020 and 2021, you may be entitled for up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit Program. This is not alone. The IRS paid back billions already. We've helped thousands of businesses just like yours. So let us help you. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. We do it all for you, so you won't have to worry about the complex application process. There's absolutely no risk. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Most businesses do qualify, even those with no decline in revenues or those that already got PPP. Discover how much you can claim. There's no cost or obligation. Call now, 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Get up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach. I get a call from my wife saying my son's been in an accident. I got to the ER and that's when I found out what kind of shape Dakota was in. He had several injuries. He had a stroke from the accident, and then he went into a coma. The accident has changed his life tremendously. He lost pretty much every friend he had. We pretty much take care of him. There was a lot of unanswered questions, and I needed somebody to get to the bottom of it. I don't know what we would have done if it hadn't been for Morgan & Morgan.
I've been at this for a long time. And over time, I like to think of the hundreds of thousands of clients that we've helped. My office and home are full of scrapbooks and pictures of you and your families. And I love when I bump into so many of you later in life. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. We'll always be here for you.
We always felt like somebody was there for us.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password,
for you to become a victim.
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to lifelock.com.
News Radio 1290 WJNO reminds you, in the event of a hurricane and power outages, know that we will be on live to make sure you're prepared and informed. Operation Stormwatch 2023 is brought to you by New South Window Solutions.
Hey, it's the Greek, and the Summer Series continues at Monroe's and Palm Beach this Saturday night. High energy pumped in the building, beautiful ladies, and a 5-star menu. And anytime there's a big UFC fight, there's only one place to go. Monroe's of Palm Beach. If you're looking for ladies, that's the place to be, because the beautiful ladies are at Monroe's of Palm Beach. 7 days a week, open at 5 a.m. Put Monroe's on your agenda if you want a good night to be a great night. Monroe's, peace.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cardis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
In this week's Marketers Report, Chris Brandt, Chief Marketing Officer at Chipotle Mexican Grill, weighs in on the power of audio.
We've used audio to reinforce what we're showing on TV, what we're showing in other digital channels. When your priority is driving reach, boy, everybody seems to listen to the radio.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, conversations, trusted influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Ron had a tax problem he just couldn't handle on his own.
I owed the IRS taxes for over 5 years, but I didn't have any money to pay the taxes.
Those years cost him dearly.
Most of it was fees and interest. It was horrible.
Ron finally called in the pros.
I called Optima Tax Relief, and boy, am I happy I did.
The leading tax resolution firm, Optima, is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. They've resolved over $1 billion for their clients. Ron was overjoyed.
They settled my account with the IRS. I was ecstatic. They are a lifesaver. They are. I am so happy.
Take Ron's advice and call Optima now for a free consultation.
Yeah, don't do like I did and wait. Call Optima Tax Relief. Do it now. You'll be ecstatic like me.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Paid for by Maxiderm Labs. Men, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your performance in the bedroom? If you're a 5, take it to 10. If you're a 10, why not take it up to 15? with Maxiderm Power Surge. Maxiderm's new Power Surge Red Pill makes you more potent than you or your partner ever imagined. It's like going from a sedan to a supercharged high-performance sports car, and it works fast. Just minutes. And now you can try it free. Just call 1-800-418-4698. If you thought being a 10 was great in the bedroom, just imagine what a 20 must be like. Experience off-the-scale virility with Maxiderm's new Red Pill Power Surge. You'll never want to go back to being just a 10. Call 1-800-418-4698 now to experience male enhancement supercharged. 1-800-418-4698 for your free trial and ask about our VIP club rewards. Hurry, this offer is limited. Call 1-800-418-4698.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions. Attention anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, and other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-981-9615. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you with the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-981-9615 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-981-9615. 800-981-9615. 800-981-9615.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Northbound exit ramp 95 to Yamato Road, a crash that's off to the shoulder but could still cause you a minor slowdown or so. We also had 195 northbound just south of Woolbright Road. Look out for possible slowdown there. Turnpike southbound just south of Glades Road in Boca, another accident. The good news is none of these are blocking any lanes. I'm Joel Mal.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Need an oil change? Valvoline Instant Oil Change is happy to help. Drive in, stay in your car, and let our friendly certified technicians get you back on the road in no time. No appointment needed. Go to getyouroilchange.com for money-saving coupons. Why wait? Come see us today.
Globally, 1 in 3 women experience domestic or sexual violence in their lifetime. In the U.S., on average, more than 3 women a day are murdered by their husbands or boyfriends. You don't need to be an expert to help someone who's experiencing domestic or dating violence. Express concern, listen without judgment if they're willing to talk, and offer to help them find or call 911 in an emergency.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Thanks for always tuning in to Real Radio. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast, 101.7. Don't forget, you get the Dolphins. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And it's time for a trifecta in this day in history.
Riders up. It's Creaky Trifecta.
All right, this is maybe what they needed. The Marlins last night, trailing by 5, end up coming back and winning the game at the bottom of the 12th and a walk-off hit. So hats off to the Marlins. Look like they were going to lose a game, and maybe this could turn them around for the second half. That has not been good since the All-Star break. They end up winning 9-8. Great game if you're a Marlins fan. And the Yankees, believe it or not, they won last night. What? They beat Tampa. Big night by Stanton. Giancarlo had a home run and 4 RBIs as the Yankees did pick up a victory. And Cole got another win. He's the best pitcher on the staff. He is 10-2. And Messi did it again last night, 3 in a row. When will this end? The excitement seems to not stop. It gets higher and higher. He scored 2 goals as they won Miami 3-1. You can't go anywhere down there without seeing a Messi jersey. Everybody's wearing it. I saw an alligator with a Messi jersey. Everybody's wearing them. It is unbelievable what he's done for this team so far. And he looks like sometimes playing like he's, a pro playing with college kids. A couple of great kicks last night, but they ended up getting a victory again. 3-1, 2 goals by him, and they are 3-0 since he joined the team. And tonight, there is some football. There it is. NFL tonight, it is back. The Hall of Fame game, the Jets and the Browns. Jets are -1.5. Thank you, DraftKings. And an over-under of 33.5. You will not see Mr. Rogers, but you will see Zach Wilson and possibly his mom. Jets and Browns tonight, 8 o'clock. It's some football, and I know people are dying and saying, at least it's something, preseason game. This is a crazy game to bet, but people will be betting on it. And we might have a pick for you just before we leave the show today at 2 o'clock. And that is your first trifecta. Now turn it over to Jimmy for this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, we're going to go way back 531 years ago today, where 3 ships set sail. That's right, in 1492, hoping to find a westward route to India. Christopher Columbus set sail from Spain with his 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. He ended up discovering America, of course, as they say. The voyage cost about $7,000, $3,000 for his 3 ships, his personal salary of $300 a year, baller, and $250 a month for his crew.
Wow, it's not bad.
$2.50 a month.
Well, he's on the ship, though. I mean, he's not really leaving.
Yeah, they don't have housing costs. They should be grateful. They have a job.
I mean, I'm just saying. Where they
just
going?
saying, yeah.
They got 3 squares. Nice view.
Yeah.
Now, do we ever
got to see the world?
Yeah, you got to see the world. What ship that he was on when he finally found the greatest country in the world? Was he on the Nina, the Pinta, or the Santa Maria?
It's in our history books, but
remember.
I didn't retain that information. No.
I don't
It's a
recall.
good trivia question.
All right. I'll have to look that one up.
I don't know how I feel about that guy, but continue on.
Why? You got beef with Columbus? You got a beef with Columbus? Really? Why?
Well, do some research.
Calzones?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the issue.
Yeah, made a terrible calzone. 87 years ago today, in 1936, at the Olympics in Berlin, America track athlete Jesse Owens won the 100-meter event. That was his first of 4 Olympic gold medals. Now, I don't usually do birthdays on this day in history, but I'm going to make an exception because she is one of my 5 top celebrity crushes. 82 years ago today, 1941, entrepreneur and domestic lifestyle innovator Martha Stewart was born on this
happy
day.
birthday, Martha.
Martha Stewart and Brady, same birthday.
How about that?
How ironic.
It's a coinky.
Wow, that is irony. No,
Nope.
it's not. Still not.
Whatever. 74 years ago today. Whatever, Franny.
I know.
Damn words and their meanings.
Yep.
1949, 74 years ago today, the NBA was formed. It is their birthday today as well, when the Basketball Association of America merged with the National Basketball League. 65 years ago today, in 1958, the United States nuclear submarine Nautilus accomplishes the first undersea voyage to the geographic North Pole. The world's first nuclear submarine, the Nautilus, dived at Point Barrow, Alaska, and traveled nearly 1,000 miles under the Arctic ice cap to reach the top of the world. More Olympic news. 39 years ago today, in 1984, Mary Lou Retton won gold medal in the individual all-around event in women's gymnastics. Those Olympics were in Los Angeles that year. 36 years ago today, 1987, one of my favorite bands of all time, Def Leppard, released one of their biggest albums, at least for me, Hysteria, featuring the greatest strip club song of all time, Pour Some Sugar on Me, as well as Armageddon and Greek's all-time favorite, Love Bites. 30 years ago today, 1993, the body of James Jordan. I didn't know this, Greek. Was this in Last Dance? Michael Jordan's father was found in South Carolina Creek 11 days after he was killed.
Yes.
Police wouldn't be able to positively identify him until August 13th. I didn't realize that.
I didn't know that either.
It was in The Last Dance.
Yeah.
And there was
it in there? I don't recall that.
Yes, it was. And also there was many speculation and rumors about really what happened.
Right.
That's
when you find a body in a creek, I mean, that's kind of loose. And unless he was.
So nobody was pinpoint, no murder, there was nothing.
No, 2 kids went to jail for it, but he fell asleep on the side of the road. He was driving.
Okay.
I believe through North Carolina, and then that was the last he was heard of.
Oh, okay.
And then supposedly he got, who knows what happened? He got carjacked and he ended up in a creek.
Oh, wow. Okay.
11 days later, like they said. It was in The Last Dance, though.
30 years ago today, in 1993, the Senate voted 96-3 to confirm Ruth Bader Ginsburg as the Supreme Court Justice. 24 years ago today, 1999, Patsy Cline finally received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. 22 years ago, in 2001, The Princess Diaries was released, starring, of course, Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews. And finally, 19 years ago today, in 2004, the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty was reopened following the 2001, the September 11th attacks in 2001. The rest of the statue wasn't reopened until 2009, back when we get back up into the torch, I think, right?
Yep.
And that's what happened on this day, August 3rd, in our history.
Thank you, Jimmy. We do it once a show to reflect on the day we're in. And today is August 3rd, and Martha Stewart's birthday, and Tom Brady. So if you guys want to get them a gift, not that either one of them need anything, maybe just a happy birthday to you, or if it's somebody you know, you want to call us up and give somebody a shout-out, you're always welcome to do that. Many ways to get involved with the show. You can call us at 877-927-6969. You can email Jimmy at realradio921.com, or you could text us, realradio 47142, or you can bring me a smoothie, watermelon smoothie today, and that would be very nice, because it is Watermelon Day.
It is. I didn't see that on the calendar.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You are right. National Watermelon Day.
National
I don't know if I've ever
Watermelon
had a
Day.
watermelon smoothie. That sounds nice and refreshing. It does. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
somebody turned me on to it, and now that's my new jam, man.
Okay, man. So if you want to feel patriotic, I know maybe while you're watching the women's U.S. soccer team.
Go, USA! Me and Jimmy both salute. Here we go.
This is a reason to chant this. It really is.
I salute you.
I am going to be putting up the video shortly so you can see and hear what I'm talking about.
All right.
And yes, America, we have reclaimed the record for the loudest burp. And it was done by a woman.
Really?
Yes. So by a woman, because they do have a category. They do women and men. But this woman, her name is Kimberly Winter of Spotsylvania, Virginia. Spotsylvania.
Bet your front's blown up.
Spotsylvania, Virginia. Blasted out a belch that hit 107.3 decibels. They say that's about as loud as a lawnmower or a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Her record-breaking burp happened back in April, but Guinness just announced that it is a record. Sometimes it takes some time, right, for them to do so.
Yeah, we'll have to verify it and do all kinds of silly things.
The previous record was 107, so she beat it by 0.3, and it was held by a woman from Italy, and that stood for 14 years.
Wow.
14 years until Kim came in, and she was like, I gotcha. She said that she's always been known as a loud burper. She used to get in trouble when she was a kid at school for belching all the time in class. Wow. Yep, so from getting in trouble to now holding a Guinness World Record. Good for you. Yep. They say the record of the loudest burp by a man. So it's a bit louder than a woman's. That is 112.7, and that's held by an Australian guy who
Not that
blasted
much.
that one out.
Huh?
Yeah, by like 5.
5 decibels?
Yeah, 5.4 decibels.
Not a big gap there, huh? Did you hear it? Did you actually play the audio and hear it?
I
did too. It's nothing all that phenomenal as far as the recording of it. So that's why I didn't bother getting the audio for it. And it's very short too.
It is.
Typically, when you hear those loud ones,
they last a bit.
There's a little bit more longevity to
a little bit oomph to it.
I'm used to seeing the ones that people do as like pranks, and when they go into like a cathedral or something to get all the echo to go with it, and somebody
got great acoustics in there.
drinks like a whole half a gallon of soda or something and gives themselves a heck of a burp.
So an Australian guy holds the record for the loudest for men. So come on, American dudes, let's step it up. Step it up.
USA. The ladies did it. Come on, guys.
Ming it up.
What do you say?
Ming it up.
Ming it up?
Yeah, ming it up, Brady.
Okay.
Come on.
Ming it up.
What are you doing sitting over there doing nothing?
Ming
it up.
Sorry, I'm going to ming
Jesus.
it up. Ming it up. I don't even know what that means.
That's why we have a great friendship.
Does. Yeah, that's why.
It's one of the many things that ingredients that add up to a good friendship. DoorDash, I know a lot of people use it. I've never done it in my life or tried it, but they are crushing it with numbers. I saw that they have like their highest revenue in years reported and also the most deliveries. Have you guys, I know, Franny, you've done it, right, DoorDash?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Plenty of times.
Jimmy, ever?
Yeah.
I've never done it. But it's just becoming part of American culture that people just really, really enjoy and put it in their agenda when they want something. And you hear people all the time. Our good guy, good friend Joe, when we were doing locker room on Saturdays, he always was like, I'll call DoorDash. So what is basically the difference between DoorDash and when you would just call for, say, a delivery for any place?
Well, because that delivery is coming specifically from that one establishment, and you're probably not getting upcharged as much either. They had service fees and stuff like that because they got to make some money off of it.
No, I'm saying, why did this just become such a phenomenon with people? Because a lot of
because
people
not all restaurants deliver.
Yeah, that was
and a
big-
majority of the restaurants you find on DoorDash don't deliver.
Yeah, so they said. And now, how much of an extra is it? Do you know percentage-wise?
I don't know what the markup is.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Well, it's got to be pretty good because they're doing obviously well.
And even when it comes to like service fees and stuff like that, a lot of time it's due to distance too.
Okay.
Because some, I live in Gardens. They will deliver from Jupiter, West Palm Beach
Oh,
stuff,
really?
but depending on where you're at, then the fees do go up. And so typically try to stick around your area, your vicinity, so you don't get. But if there's a place that you're craving and you're willing to wait 45 minutes and it's far away, they'll do it.
Yeah.
All the times.
Then you got tip and everything else. So I think it's.
But even like you look at the regular menu at the establishment and you look at the price on the menu there, it is more expensive.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's
Do markup.
no different. I mean, pizza delivery when it started so many years ago. I mean, that was like this. This is just it on steroids because you can get whatever restaurant you want. You look on DoorDash and see whatever is available in your area. I mean, I think that's why that number is so big compared to, a pizza chain or something like that. Because, they got all kinds of different restaurants. I guess you would have to compare it to what Uber Eats, apps like that are more competitive where they'll do all kinds of different restaurants.
You can call for ice cream,
but
anything?
that's the thing right now. Oh, yeah, booze.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if DoorDash doesn't do booze, do they?
They will do booze.
Oh, do they? Okay.
And Uber Eats will do it now too.
Are they? Okay. Yep. I knew there were some other apps that did as well. I wasn't sure if they
that's
did,
amazing.
but-
So if you call up and you want a bottle of Tito's, you just call them and they come right to your house?
You can, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
If they have a liquor store on
Sure.
there, and sometimes the restaurants will sell booze too, their drinks and stuff.
Yeah, some have the license to do that. Wow, that's impressive. It really
I think
is.
all Florida restaurants now have the license since the pandemic to
Can they?
to sell booze.
I know
delivery.
some do. I know some don't. I know some cigar bars have it too, where you can go in, buy a bottle of liquor, and
walk out with it.
Yeah, it's a package license. I think it's called.
Is that what it is?
I think.
I knew it was something different, obviously, than serving
Regular, at the bar.
patrons. But.
Yeah, but I know.
I mean, it has to be sealed. Like a lot of times we've seen, they do them, and they almost look like large Capri Suns for adults, stuff like that. Like the way that if they bottle or if they bring like a mixed drink or something like that, like a specialty cocktail.
Oh wow! So you can order like a pina colada. They'll come right to your house with a pina colada.
I mean, it's gonna be. I don't know every place, but yeah, there's some places that will do that.
Wow, that's amazing. No wonder they're kicking ass. 877-927-6969. Part of our American culture is what this article said.
Well, that's the new phenomenon. People are lazy.
Yeah.
They don't want,
So,
they
yeah.
want it brought to them.
As of May 13th, I don't know. Was it 2022? I'm trying to find the year on here, but I just see quickly. Oh, 2021, it looks like. Our governor signed a Senate bill into law which permanently allows restaurants to sell alcoholic beverages for to-go and delivery.
Wow.
But
there you go.
It's pretty amazing. Like I said, that you could just sit there and, like you said, even if you wanted some alcohol, I'm sure if it's somebody young, they obviously are going to prove them.
No, of course.
Yeah, they're going to check it out. And if they're not old enough, they're going to,
Yes, you do have to be of age to order it. So if your kid going, ooh,
It's funny, though. I don't remember other than clicking on, because I did it once.
Yeah.
There was one time, and it was after the gathering we had at your house. And we went back to the hotel room, and I ordered some alcohol on one of those apps. I don't remember which one it was, though, so I can't remember. But all it did was, are you 21? Well, yeah. Well, that's all you got to do.
But when they delivered it to you, did they?
He didn't ask for ID, but then again, take a look at me. I'm not going to pass for under 21.
Because
I get
ordered
that.
via Instacart a bottle of champagne for my sister's birthday because I knew it was going to get there that day because I ordered it from the city she's from in Marietta, and they proofed her when they did the delivery.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
And it asked me the same thing because I was doing the one I was doing, and so they did. They asked her for her ID before they handed her the bottle.
Yeah, because you would think kids would be like, that's a great scam for them. Have a party.
Absolutely. That'd be so easy.
But didn't we read a story about a month or so ago where they delivered it but just left it there for the person? I thought we did that because we
Maybe.
were kind
I
of
don't
questioning the fact of, well, when do you
Why would you
prove
do
to
it?
people? Or
Yeah, yeah.
where does that part of it come in?
Well, isn't there always something, and again, I never do this, where you can check a box where, like, leave the food outside by the door?
That's what I mean. I think there was
course.
something similar to that.
Yeah.
And that was the story I'm referencing right at this moment, just that And I was like, man, how do they do that? How do you prove at that point if they're just dropping the liquor off? I mean, anybody can click on the app. Yeah, I'm 21.
Yeah, of course. You're right.
And somebody did text, and I have utilized this one, and this one's specifically for alcohol. I don't know if it's the same one you did. Drizzly.
Drizzly?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
And
That's
so
the
they
one.
said, yep, and I've used it before, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's just specifically booze.
And what do you, ballpark was like 10% more, would you say?
I don't know, G.
Yeah,
I don't know the answers to this. I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to. It's just a question.
Because all they're doing is delivering it from a liquor store. So it's just somebody going and getting it for you, basically,
Sure. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much what all of this is.
Yeah.
So you're paying that fee for the person to go get it.
Yeah, the convenience.
Same thing with the Uber Eats or DoorDash, right? Same thing, right? Isn't it? I mean, the food price is whatever the restaurant charges, or the liquor store, or McDonald's, or whatever. And
I'm sure there's a little bit of a markup with the booze, too. Yeah. Yep, or service fees, whatever it is.
You think so?
I would think.
It might?
I'm
okay.
curious. I mean,
Okay.
I have the Drizzly app. I can look and see a specific store and then go on their website and see if it is.
Okay.
Yeah, they got to make money. I mean, they're not doing it.
Well, and
for
that's
free.
why a lot of time they cite the service charges and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah.
They have to.
Delivery fee, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is the Penthouse. It is a Thursday. Don't forget, we got some football tonight, so we're jacked up about that. But first, we're jacked up about Florida stories that are always unique and interesting. Franny, what is in the toaster today?
All right, this sounds sexier than what it is, but there's orgies happening on the beach, people, and you got to be aware of that. And then a hole in one photo leads to an arrest.
Oh.
I'll tell you.
Wow. That's a different story?
It is.
Okay.
And then different story. Orgies have more than
Franny. I like working with you.
And red Crocs. I think when you're robbing things, you probably shouldn't wear bright red Crocs, because if you wear them every day, people will be like, that might be the guy.
That's him.
That could be the guy. I'll give you all the details with those stories when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
Hey, it's Rover from Rover's Morning Glory. Wake up with me each morning. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. And you can wake up with me right next to you. Romantic.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky as we move through our Thursday. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees. Still nice and humid, so it could feel close to 100 throughout the day. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms developing as well, but mostly pushing inland towards Lake Okeechobee as we move through the later part of the afternoon and evening. A few storms could return again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Off.
This is Pre-Tection. Yep, Pre-Tection. The everyday skin protection ritual that protects your skin from mosquitoes. Prevention is the best protection. Off, the #1 dermatologist-recommended repellent brand, SC Johnson.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 22nd and 23rd at T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
And starting Monday, you can win your way there.
Plus $1,000 spending cash.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows that opening a small business is a great achievement. Thanks to all the owners for all they do to keep our communities vibrant and strong. Learn more about the Hartford Small Business Insurance and why over 1 million small business owners trust them. Visit thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password,
for you to become a victim.
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to LifeLock.com.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Hey, it's the Greek. It's been hotter than ever this summer, and the heat wave continues. Do you think your AC is ready for another round of record-breaking heat? ACs are working overtime to keep your homes cool. Be proactive and keep your AC running this summer. There's only one thing you can do. Call Filter by HVAC Solutions. Have them on speed dial. 855-4FL-HVAC. That's 855-4FL-HVAC. Make sure you have these guys in your phone. Go to their website, too, filterbyhvacsolutions.com, and see great reviews that this company has had. They are the best to keep you cool this hot summer, and it's not going to slow down. So make sure you call them with any AC problems. 855-4FL-HVAC. Call them today if your AC goes down. Because if it's hot and you don't have AC, it's like being in Vegas and being broke. Peace.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
The Rod Ryan Show.
It's
The Woody Show.
It's Elliot in the morning.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival, yeah!
All of the best free curated playlists.
The best fans.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
The stuff they don't want you to know.
All of the mind-blowing contests.
$20,000.
Awesome.
All of your favorite superstars.
This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters.
Best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
Welcome to the Pre-News Podcast, where hope is our only bias. Each day, we will unpack the most prominent stories happening in the news, offer a Christian perspective, and pray over each story. We won't shy away from the hard topics, and we won't dilute the hopeful message of Christ. This is more than a daily brief on the news. It's a way to be informed and transformed. Listen to Pre-News on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Morgan & Morgan is not only America's largest injury law firm, we're also the only injury law firm in the world with lawyers licensed in all 50 states. With dedicated attorneys focused on personal injury, medical malpractice, insurance disputes, car crashes, employee rights, and many others, we have a 30-year track record of getting results for clients just like you. So wherever you are, whatever you need, our firm is ready to take your call. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-777-1979. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-777-1979. 800-777-1979 or biglou.com.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage Nasal Care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Dee, a verified Navage user who writes, "From years of having a permanently stuffed up nose to being able to breathe is life-changing. Food tastes better, and I no longer go through boxes of tissue a day," unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life. Every day, you breathe in thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Dan, a verified Navage user who writes, "I've had trouble with my sinuses for decades. I always thought something like this was a gimmick, but one use and I'm hooked. I should have bought this a long time ago. The results are immediate and incredible," unquote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
If you've fallen out of love with your home, maybe you just need a refresh. Contact CertaPro Painters and we'll put the power of pro to work for you. That's CertaPro's power to transform living rooms and rejuvenate kitchens. The power to get the job done right, on time, and within your budget. Get that lovin' feeling back with the help of CertaPro Painters. Start your project at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Northbound exit ramp 95 to Yamato Road. A crash that's off to the shoulder but could still cause you a minor slowdown or so. We also had 195 northbound just south of Woolbright Road. Look out for possible slowdown there. Turnpike southbound just south of Glades Road in Boca. Another accident. The good news is none of these are blocking any lanes. I'm Joel Mal.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's BOGO $1 deal. Wendy's BOGO $1 deal is back at participating Wendy's. Buy a Dave Single, spicy chicken sandwich, 10-piece nugs, or medium frosty, and get another for $1. Double your deliciousness. Hurry, this BOGO deal won't last.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studio. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Well, I guess I didn't realize a lot of times how big Taylor Swift is, but I just got about 9 text messages that she's going to be playing the Hard Rock Stadium in October 2024.
All right, so she added some more dates.
Yeah, so about 9 people just text me, "Can you get me tickets? Can you know somebody? Can you call somebody?" I'm like, oh my God. And these are all people, obviously, with kids.
October of 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that she was going to add another leg of the tour because it's so damn popular and she's making a lot of money off of it.
But that's October.
But I didn't know it was confirmed.
And from what I thought it was like this October. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll make a couple calls, whatever. They're not looking for tickets for free. They just want tickets. But it's 24. I said I might be dead. Who the hell knows what's going to happen? Jimmy's in the house.
Hello. Maybe they can check the Hard Rock app.
Yeah. I don't even know if the tickets are for sale. It was just announced, I guess, like an hour ago or something like that. But when you get like
24.
But when you get like 9 text messages, all the same thing. And I'm like, well, I got to ask Jimmy first. You and I got to go. We'll be Swifties. Franny's in the house.
Yeah, nice. So I guess she wrote on her social media, Miami, New Orleans, Indy, and Toronto. The Eras Tour is coming to you in 2024.
Because she wasn't in South Florida.
No, just Tampa.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, that's kind of odd. But yeah, it looks like she's adding some dates.
And 3 nights. So that's about 210,000 people, which you'll have no problem selling out. And the tickets will be crazy. Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get some Florida stories pumping. Yeah, come on, Franny.
All right, let's do it.
Florida. Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Earn that salary.
Let's go.
Well, there was a guy who was wearing a black mask, a black sweatshirt, black pants, a brown and black backpack, and bright red Crocs. He
Sounds normal.
He snuck into a Crumble Cookies. I get it; they're delicious. Crumble Cookies and in Brooksville, and he took some cash from the bakery safe and cash register. So this is a post on the Hernando County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. The store manager told police that the thief was probably around 18 years old. And they're like, and I think I know him. He looks like Jacob Ortega. He used to work here. And he always would wear red Crocs at work.
Jacob.
And he carried a brown and black backpack when he came to work.
What a small world.
The irony.
Wow, what a small world.
Does that fit?
Well,
I don't know. Look it up.
Is that irony?
His previous employer of Crumble Cookie was able to give the police his address because they still had it on file, and they went over and tracked him down and paid him a visit at his home. Well, the owner of the vehicle, they said it paid a house call to the owner of the vehicle that they also captured in footage, and they were like, yep, this is at this house too. Well, they were saying that he borrowed this guy's car who also lived in the house, and it was like around 2 a.m. This Ortega dude called him, and he was asking for a ride for a drug deal, and then that's when he ended up dropping off Ortega near the store.
Makes sense.
And then he picked him up later at a nearby Home Goods, but he was staying at that place too, at that house with the guy he was borrowing his car. Well, he told the dude that he was living with, like, yeah, I got some money from Crumble Cookie. So the guy was able to tell the cops all of this information to once again put a stamp, just reassure the cops that, yeah, this is this guy. So not only did dude just totally throw him under the bus, but even the boss was like, yeah, that looks really familiar. Those shoes, that backpack, everything.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy's not a very bright thief. When they did catch up to him, he did confess to the burglary. And he did tell detectives, though, that he remembered the unchanged access code at the bakery's side door. So note to self, if you let go somebody, fire somebody, whatever the case may be, you may want to change the code of that establishment because it is very easy for them to access the store. Yes. And then next up in your What the Florida. Yep, okay, so this is a crazy story. I did not hear about this, but there was an 87-year-old man, and this was a really sad tale happened in the Villages back in mid-July, I believe. And they were reporting that this old man was at a bar. His name is Dean Zook.
Okay.
And him and his wife were going out to dinner at the Glenview Country Club, and they were having a couple of drinks, and that's when he bumped into the Zook, the one who passed away, a parked vehicle with his own car. Well, some dude jumps out, and he thinks that it was his car that had been damaged and starts punching Dean Zook before realizing, oh, it wasn't my car that you hit, and just walks away.
Oh.
But the damage had already been done. They said that Dean Zook suffered brain bleeding and had to be flown to a nearby hospital, and he passed away from his injuries. He never recovered.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Well, of course, then they start searching for this assailant. They're posting surveillance videos of the guy who fit the description, and the footage also shows the guy bumping into a server and spilling his drinks on customers at a bar and stuff like that. So they have all this video and stuff. Well, what led the police was a tip and a photo of a man that fit the description going by the name of Bob. And Bob was taking a picture. Hold on, I have his full name here. It's Robert Moore, all right? So Bob is taking a picture, and that's what happens. He's posing after he made a hole-in-one at the Tarpon Boyle Executive Golf Course early that year. So from that, they said from the picture of him with the hole-in-one and kind of hanging out, he was wearing the same shoes, shorts, sunglasses, everything seen in the video of that surveillance video from Glenview Country Club. And they said that was enough probable cause for them. So then they went in and they said not only that, but they also noted that Glenview was in close proximity to Robert Moore's home in the Villages.
Right, okay.
And the fact that his black Lexus was a close match to the vehicle struck by Zook. So they were like, that's all we need.
Yep.
That's all we want.
Wow.
That's all we need. And they ended up booking him. Yep. So one picture took him down after they were looking for him for a couple of weeks. And then finally here near Florida, yes, creatures are piling on the beach for an awkward reason. Talking manatee orgies is what's going on. They are saying that the Florida beaches and authorities are warning concerned beachgoers, just don't call 911. Avoid the embarrassment because they've been getting a lot of 911 calls because herds of manatees are engaging in very public group sex. And this is what experts are saying. They're like, don't call us. We can assure you they are more than fine. Manatees actually mate in herds like these, and often they're near the shore. They mate all throughout the year, but generally mating herds like these are seen in the summer months. So if you see this, please do not call us. There is no need. Also, don't mess with them. Don't touch them. Don't do anything. And they were like, concerns are understandable because the manatees appear to be in distress. Like it doesn't look like they're having a great time.
Usually the females, right?
They're like beach whales. You know, it includes a lot of flopping and splashing around. However, anyone
sounds familiar.
They said, however, anyone attempting to push them back in the water will be charged as well with manatee harassment. So just do it. Don't just if you want to look, just look. But don't do anything about it. Don't call 911. Do not touch them. Do not push them in the water.
Have their
let them
fun.
Have it.
Jesus.
I know there's
pervs out there.
There are a lot out there. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05, 1:05. It is the Penthouse. So you know we got a couple people on hold. Just hold on. We'll come back. And don't forget, 11:45, we got a big giveaway. Giving away lollipops today. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
They're trying to get rid of hotel bathtubs, and I just can't stand for it.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't take your side.
Sealand, you've used a hotel bathtub before. I've seen it. Wait.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 22nd and 23rd at T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
And starting Monday, you could win your way there.
Plus $1,000 spending cash.
Introducing Audible's new original series, Breakthrough, the first of its kind audio-only singing competition featuring celebrity judges Kelly Rowland and Sarah Bareilles, with host Daveed Diggs. Hear who has what it takes. Listen on Audible or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky as we move through our Thursday. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees. Still nice and humid, so it could feel close to 100 throughout the day. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms developing as well, but mostly pushing inland towards Lake Okeechobee as we move through the later part of the afternoon and evening. A few storms could return again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows how to save pros time and money. Right now, get 10% off all kitchen cabinet orders of $1,000 or more. Lowe's knows pros. Cashier must apply discount at time of purchase. Discount on cabinet purchase only. Coupon cannot be used with any other discount. Valid 7/27 through 8/9.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Dan, a verified Navage user who writes, I've had trouble with my sinuses for decades. I always thought something like this was a gimmick, but one use and I'm hooked. I should have bought this a long time ago. The results are immediate and incredible, unquote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
In this week's Marketers Report, Raja Manar, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer of MasterCard, talks about measurement.
Measuring sonic and sonic branding, the principles of measurement are the same, but the parameters that you measure are different. We measured, and what we find is our investment is paying for itself in oodles.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Parents, are you tired of helping put your kids' shoes on? They're squirming, watching cartoons, anything but helping. Luckily, it's Skechers to the rescue. Introducing new hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Footwear you can just get your kids to step into and their shoes are on. You don't need to bend over. You don't need to sit on the floor and try to wrangle them on. And they're available in all types of Skechers styles with and without laces, and most are machine washable. Find Skechers slip-ins for kids or mom and dad at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
Macy's one-day sale starts tomorrow with great deals of the day on back-to-school essentials they need now, like 40 to 50% off kids and juniors' outfits, 25 to 50% off backpacks, bags, and accessories, and get their dorm room set with 40% off small appliances from Bella, Crux, and more. Plus, download the app for even more great deals of the day at Macy's. Savings off sale and clearance prices, exclusions apply.
Hey, it's the Greek. It's been hotter than ever this summer, and the heat wave continues. Do you think your AC is ready for another round of record-breaking heat? ACs are working overtime to keep your homes cool. Be proactive and keep your AC running this summer. There's only one thing you can do. Call Filter by HVAC Solutions. Have them on speed dial, 855-4FL-HVAC. That's 855-4FL-HVAC. Make sure you have these guys in your phone. Go to their website, too, filterbyhvacsolutions.com, and see great reviews that this company has had. They are the best to keep you cool this hot summer, and it's not going to slow down. So make sure you call them with any AC problems. 855-4FL-HVAC. Call them today if your AC goes down. Because if it's hot and you don't have AC, it's like being in Vegas and being broke. Peace.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
95 northbound just south of Congress Avenue, Boca Raton. You have a fender in the left lane. No accidents, though, on the interstate. Turnpike southbound had a crash but right by the Beeline exit. FHP reports it is off to the shoulder. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, get ready for a $7 meal deal that adds a little something sweet. Order a $7 meal deal and choose between an original cheeseburger or 3-piece chicken strips, plus full-size regular fries, drink, and your choice of sundae. Only at participating locations. Happy tastes good.
Welcome to the Pre-News Podcast, where hope is our only bias. Each day, we will unpack the most prominent stories happening in the news, offer a Christian perspective, and pray over each story. We won't shy away from the hard topics, and we won't dilute the hopeful message of Christ. Transformed. Listen to Pre-News on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeartRadio station. listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Always appreciate you guys tuning in to us. And we are your entertainment for 4 hours, and we hope we put a smile on your face. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it looks like we got a couple people on the horn.
And let's get these people on the air. Hey, we got a good buddy, Chris, checking in with us. Hey, Chris, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. What's up? I'm calling in for the Taylor Swift ticket.
Nice.
Wow.
Your caller number 82.
Yeah,
Perfect.
get in line, Chris.
How about that?
Guess what? I've had about 11 of my friends text me about tickets. She just announced, and it's crazy how big she is. Obviously, for their kids, they want to go. But, Chris, I didn't know
That's
you were...
what they say. I know some grown men who would go see Taylor Swift.
Damn, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So, Chris, do you want to go with your kids or by yourself?
Please, with my heart, I don't know if we're gonna make it to 2024. We'll
don't say
Don't
that.
say that, Chris. What is the over-under on you?
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Just asking.
Over under on somebody's
Just asking.
life.
Yeah.
That's a funny joke.
I did that with my great friend Jeff DeForest. I put an over-under on him, and he went over. So hats off to him. So
For living. Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, a lot
Hurry
of people,
up, ladies.
I mean, when somebody passes away, it could be a celebration. If you win, I mean, I like to win.
It could be a celebration if somebody passes away.
That's the way some people look at it.
Wow.
A celebration.
Because you won money.
No,
That's exactly what you
celebration of
just
life.
said. I heard you say that.
Aren't you glad you called, Chris?
Oh, sorry, Christopher. Go ahead.
But what is your over-under? I love you, Chris. What's up, buddy? You excited for the Jets tonight?
At least if you, yeah, I was calling about the Jets. I said, but I'm thinking at least if you hit the over, you'd share it a little bit with my boys, no?
Well, if I hit the over, you're still alive, you knucklehead. We celebrate together. Mingada.
Oh, okay, I'll be there.
All right, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, come on, do the math there, buddy. I don't want to bet the under. It would be sad. I just want to win. So stay in good shape. We'll win together.
Yeah.
So, Jet game, you going to watch it tonight?
Of course, I know we kid around a lot, we laugh a lot on the station here, but I really, this is a serious. I really am calling you about your sports aficionado, your experience, much more to me because I'm just a big Jet fan, and a Yankees fan, and all of that. But in all of the Hall of Fame games, right, and all that stuff. This is not a trivia question, but I think it sucks that I want to see Zach play. I want to see how much he improved or what he's done with Aaron over the preseason, whatever. But I mean, come on, wrinkle the shirt a little bit. Get Aaron a couple of snaps.
No way.
Nothing?
You don't play him. You don't play. I wouldn't play him all preseason. He doesn't need to play. I mean, they're hitting in practice a little. That's enough. If he gets hurt, that's the whole season. I wouldn't play my quarterback at all. It's only 3 games this year.
Not Aaron Rodgers.
No way. It's not worth it.
You got a 5-year guy, even maybe there, but not Aaron Rodgers. He's a seasoned veteran.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? If he ever gets hurt, New York, the Statue of Liberty will drop her torch.
Oh, drop her torch and lift her skirt.
Yeah, it'll be crazy. You don't need that. It's not worth it.
God.
No, you don't need it. Zach Wilson's playing. You get to see his mom in the stands. And about 80% of guys that are playing tonight will be cut in 2 weeks. They're not playing anybody, significantly that is part of the team. It's not worth it. You see a couple of injuries that have been happening in the NFL already. And just guys like Ramsey. The Dolphins lost Ramsey until maybe December, the whole year. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I saw a couple of the highlights. They're playing, not playing them, but, I belong to a couple of the Jet pages. And that kid Streeter's playing, too. So, I don't know playing today, but he's been, in practice, preseason.
I did check out that thing you said on the radio, Flight 23, I think it is, that show.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, it's very good. It's a little bit like Hard Knocks that the Jets are going to be on starting next week, but it gives you an in-depth thing of the interviews and stuff like that. And if you're a super fan like yourself, it's cool. It's good. I watched it.
Yeah, I'm torn whether we don't have HBO. We have like Cinemax and some other stuff, but I'm torn whether to get HBO for that Hard Knocks. It's kind of like I don't know if I really want to even see it. You
can come over to my house. I'll charge you $300. You can see all 8 episodes.
Seems reasonable.
And I'll throw in some Tito's.
What a guy.
And a cigar.
What a guy.
Now, you know what? 300 is a little low. Let me go 4 because there's 8 episodes.
You had a chance, Chris. You didn't jump on it. It's your fault now.
I got to make a little money. I got to get a taste. You know what I'm saying?
300. I got to drive from Palm City to Boca. What a guy.
Hey, your location is not my problem.
Yeah.
It sounds like a you problem.
It's not your fault he lives in Boca.
Supply and demand. Why do you think a guy always goes to the girl's house? Do the math.
That's right.
The one who has the cable box usually is the one who wins.
Yeah, right.
Tell me to dump that. I don't want you to get fired.
The snap. Chris, I hope the Jets have a good season. I'm thinking 10 or 11 games.
I'm hoping we have a good season. I hope that the hype is, real, and I hope that at least I'd love to see a playoff game or two.
Oh yeah, be great. Well, let's see what happens. We're against it, but always appreciate your call. Don't be such a stranger. JETS, baby. Enjoy the game tonight. Let's talk tomorrow. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Thursday, August 3rd. Tom Brady's birthday, and Martha Stewart. Who would you rather give a call to and wish him a happy birthday? We'll be back with a trifecta and so much more. Peace.
No one gives a big warm hug like us when you need it. Come on, get in here. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. What?
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 22nd and 23rd at T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
And starting Monday, you could win your way there.
Plus $1,000 spending cash.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky as we move through our Thursday. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees. Still nice and humid, so it could feel close to 100 throughout the day. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms developing as well, but mostly pushing inland towards Lake Okeechobee as we move through the later part of the afternoon and evening. A few storms could return again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey DQ fans, the Caramel Fudge Cheesecake Blizzard treat has arrived. It's so wonderful that you won't want to miss out. Indulge your cheesecake cravings and get a heaping helping of fudge and caramel too. Try it today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Florida, we all know the weather can change at the drop of a hat. It's important to be the first to know so you don't get caught driving through the next thunderstorm unprepared while you're going to work, coming home from work, or even picking up the kids. I'm Fox 29 First Alert meteorologist James Whelan, making sure you're the first to know when the weather changes. Fox 29 First Alert weather at 10 p.m. We've got you covered.
Are you tired of sweating in your own home? Then it's time to call Air Around the Clock. Air Around the Clock is the largest Rheem dealer in South Florida with 135 trucks on the road every day. If your wife is hot, call us at 888-FIX-MY-AC.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hogue, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Boost your imagination with Audible. Listen to the biggest selection of audio entertainment, from celeb memoirs to motivation and more. Audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. There's more to imagine when we listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by the Fox 29 10 o'clock news. We've got you covered.
Attention business owners. Was your company impacted during COVID? If you had W-2 employees during 2020 and 2021, you may be entitled for up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit Program. This is not alone. The IRS paid back billions already. We've helped thousands of businesses just like yours. So let us help you. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. We do it all for you, so you won't have to worry about the complex application process. There's absolutely no risk. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Most businesses do qualify, even those with no decline in revenues or those that already got PPP. Discover how much you can claim. There's no cost or obligation. Call now, 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Get up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
95 northbound just south of Congress Avenue, Boca Raton. You have a fender in the left lane. No accidents, though, on the interstate. Turnpike southbound had a crash right by the Beeline exit. FHP reports it is off to the shoulder. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your
Listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yeah, it is The Penthouse on a Thursday. My last break, or possibly my next break, I'm going to have a little honey if anybody cares. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and no.
There is somebody out there who might care, Jimmy.
Good for them.
Franny.
Hello.
If you wonder at 2 o'clock how I feel about myself every day, don't worry, I'm fine. It's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, are you ready for some football? Well, tonight...
And I like football!
The Jets and the Browns. Jets minus 1.5. Over under is 33.5. And if you bet this game... I love you. You got stones. It's a game. Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to cover. It's like betting any other game. Come on, let's lay down some action. I'll be at Strike Cigar Lounge tonight, watching with my friends, puffing away.
Having honey?
Having some honey. Having some honey. So excited for the football game. I know it's the preseason game and it sucks. It's the Hall of Fame. It really starts next week, August 10th.
But it's still a taste.
That's right.
Yes.
So perfectly put, Franny. Thank you. And that is tonight at 8 o'clock on ABC and ESPN. 8 o'clock, Jets and the Browns.
WABC.
WABC. Marlins last night win a game in the 12th inning. Walk-off single. They were losing 5-0 to the Phillies. They came back and they won. And the Yankees won last night. Oh, my God. Get out the cannolis. They ended up beating Tampa Bay. Stanton, big night, had a home run and knocked in 4. And Messi again did it. He is like a supermodel. He always looks good. Third game in a row, he scored twice. And Miami International keeps winning. When will this winning streak stop? I don't know. Maybe it just keeps going. But the fans were jacked up. And, again, I get text messages every day for this team. It's unbelievable. I don't even think half of the people who text me even knew there was a team in Fort Lauderdale, to be honest with you. And there's Messi jerseys all over the place. They are so hot right now. I saw an alligator the other day with one. It was crazy. And that is your mid-lunch trifecta. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We have Kyle on the line. Kyle, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
We're doing great. Kyle, how are you, pal?
I'm pretty good. I actually was calling with an update for you guys. I called you a couple months ago. I was throwing a Hail Mary. I was looking for a welding job.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And, it didn't work out for you guys, but I ended up taking a crap job to pay my rent. But I just got a new job I got a $10 an hour raise, $5 now and $5 after 90 days.
Great. Congratulations,
That's
Kyle.
fantastic.
Excellent. Wonderful.
That's good for you, buddy.
No, yeah, hell yeah. I'm stoked. I just figured you guys tried to help me out, so I wanted to, give you kudos and thank you. There was a couple of things that came through, but just didn't work out. But
well, we're happy for you. Thanks for always listening to Real Radio, and I'm happy, you got a new job and you're getting a raise.
And I appreciate your work ethic, too, because there's a lot of people, like you said, you took a job in the meantime that you really didn't like until you got this one. And I know that there's a lot of people who will not do that until they find the job that they want. So you got to earn somehow. But congratulations.
That's awesome.
Great
job, Kyle.
What this last job was. It was so horrible.
I'm curious.
Yeah, let it out there.
Well, all right. In air quotes, it was called construction recycling.
Okay.
Which means I worked in a big dirt field with no shade, and they took roll-off dumpsters and dumped them out, and I had to sort between metal, wood, or concrete block, and garbage.
Yeah,
That's tough.
That doesn't sound like a fun job.
That is
very
hard.
hard.
Yep.
Well, God bless you.
Even more kudos to you to put up with that in order to get by. But
That's right.
great job, pal. Glad to hear it.
Got to pay the rent somehow, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm sitting pretty, so.
Good.
Well, good. We're happy for you.
But again, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
No problem, Kyle. Keep listening, and you know what? Better days ahead, my friend. Thank you so much.
Most definitely. Have a good day.
You too. I did get a couple texts in the text line at 47142, and they started off with Real Radio. That's how you do it. Well, one in particular, and I wanted to bring this up in What the Florida, and so it was on my mind this morning, and I Googled. So the story about the remains that were found in the suitcase.
In Delray?
And we haven't really heard much about it. So when I looked it up this morning for doing my show prep, I didn't see anything except stories from 6 days ago, 7 days ago. So there wasn't much of an update.
Right.
So our girl Kara in North Palm Beach, who listens quite often, she was like, hey, Franny, she was like, did you see that the police arrested a man responsible for the woman in the suitcase? And I was like, no. I was like, in fact, I was looking this morning. So after that, I went, and when I looked, it said 6 minutes ago or whatever it was. So breaking and
Hot off the press.
Yeah,
There we go.
hot off the press, and I was just listening to some of the spots, the commercials during the break, and one's about a podcast, and they're talking about how many women are killed every year by somebody that they're intimate with, husband or boyfriend. It's typically somebody very close.
Yeah.
In fact, nearly 3 women in the U.S. are killed by an intimate partner every single day. That's insane. But yeah, they ended up being her husband that they arrested.
Wow.
Sad.
That's very sad.
Yep, it ended up being her husband. The Delray Beach, they found her body in the Intercoastal. If you're not aware about that, it was 3 suitcases that she was stuffed in. And it is interesting because obviously when we heard about the story, we talked about it, they assumed, right, like 35 to 55 years old, had some description of her. They even had like a mock-up, drawing of what they thought she was going to look like.
Right. That was the original part of the story.
Yeah. Well, so her husband's William Lowe, 78 years old, arrested yesterday on charges of first-degree murder and abusing a dead body for killing his 80-year-old wife. Adil Fontes. So even way past the age of what we thought in the beginning or what detectives or investigators had told us. But they are expected to announce the arrest at an official news conference today, happening at some point. But that's already all over the local news. So they caught somebody.
Oh, great, they caught somebody.
Yeah.
And that stat you had before is very, very scary.
It is. It's very sad.
And that's why a lot of times when somebody goes missing or something happens, that's the first person. Both sides, sometimes too. They always look for the woman too, when somebody's missing or something like that. And it's sad. That's a terrible thing. 1 in 3. Woo, that's not good. But I'm glad they caught this individual, and now he'll be.
Nearly 3 women in the U.S. are killed.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
It is the Penthouse, and it is a Thursday. Man, I got to get my days right.
One day.
One
day you'll do it. I don't know if it's
That's how I
anytime
miss
soon.
dates sometimes. I'm like
I saw the perfect meme, and I may have put it up on a story on Real Radio 921. If you do not follow us on our Instagram, I know Jimmy does a great job at putting stuff up, but I saw this, and I was like, man, this is just too perfect. And I was like, remind you of anyone? And it says, I prefer not to think before speaking. I like being just as surprised as everyone else by what comes out of my mouth.
I don't know.
Does that remind you of anybody?
Put my mind to that.
No?
I'll probably think of somebody. Right
Somebody
now,
in our building?
Nothing.
Maybe. I'm just saying, does it sound familiar?
It's probably a friend.
Could be somebody you know from college. I don't know.
What was it again? Read it again.
People just say things and they don't know exactly what's coming out.
Yep.
Usually I know.
Okay.
And sometimes I don't.
All right.
I mean, what are you going to do? I'm being honest.
What are you going to do?
It's like throwing ice.
I'm being honest.
Sometimes it's going to melt. Sometimes it sticks. I don't know. I put some thought into certain things. Certain things I don't. But that's just the way it is. Jimmy, are we on to do a giveaway?
Yep. Let's give away a pair of tickets to go see the Snoop Doggity Dogg. It is the high school reunion tour going on. Coming up here, was it Friday, August 11th? Hey, it's not a school night, kids.
Yeah, get drunk.
Yeah, all right.
Get blown out.
Yeah. Sounds like fun. Just make sure you're not driving.
Yes, of course. Take an Uber.
This show
Right
is at I Think Financial Amphitheater, and we have a pair of tickets for you. Hey, by the way, Wiz Khalifa, Too Short, Warren G., Burner, they're all going to be there with the one and only Snoop Dogg. And we've got a chance for you to go right now. Give us a call, 877-927-6969. We're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said. And that's where I read you a quote, and you got to let us know. Did Greek say it? Did Franny say it? Or did I say it? And the phone lines are lighting up, so I'll get some people going here, and we'll get going here in a minute.
It is the Penthouse. You guys pick up the phone. We'll make it happen. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call, and you'll be on your way to see Snoop Rough Dogg in the house. Martha Stewart or Tom Brady? Who would you rather have interviewed?
Interview me or me interview them?
Either way. I was answering this Greek. Sorry.
Okay, I would rather Martha.
You'd rather interview her?
Absolutely.
And suppose somebody interview about
I have
you.
more in common with Martha than I do with Tom Brady.
Yeah, but he's interviewing you, so he's going to find out about you.
I would rather interview Martha, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you want somebody to interview you instead if you were doing the interviewing. I get that.
I mean, I'm going to give.
You want the questions asked your way.
Of course. Once I sign Week with the Greek, I'm going to sit down with Oprah in her backyard, lemonade. Her and I just talk about things. First of all, I go, Oprah, don't be nervous. Just focus. Look at me as a regular person. Don't think of me as a big star. But how you doing, Oprah? How's your life? What's going on with you? We have tickets to Snoop Dogg? How about Taylor Swift? You got any juice to get me tickets? And stop texting me for Taylor Swift tickets. I'm being honest right now. It's a year and change away. I know that I just found out they go on sale August 9th, and that's all I can do for you, all right? Now, if you have some added value to our friendship, meaning cash, big cash, then maybe I could do a little bit more. But again, it's crazy the amount of and kids love her so much, especially young girls, like between 12 and 16, 17. And that's where a lot of my friends fall in right now with their daughters that they want to go, and they're all jacked up about. But we'll see what happens. But the good news is you're going to pay out your ass, but at least she's going to be in Miami, because a lot of people we were hearing stories where people are jumping on planes to go see her, like in Chicago and all over the country.
There's people who follow her.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen her?
No.
Okay. Would you be interested in going if the tickets were free?
Yeah. If somebody got me some tickets,
Yeah.
yes.
I know you
I'm
wouldn't
not
pay
paying
for
for
it.
it.
I wouldn't pay
I'm not
for
a Swiftie. I appreciate her. I do like some of her music.
Yeah.
I'm not I just wouldn't spend money. Not that kind of money to go see her.
Yeah.
I'd probably spend $100 to go see her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But over that, I'm good.
Yeah, she got a lot of kudos from a lot of people because she gave everybody bonuses.
Oh, it wasn't even just, I know you
Yeah.
said a truck driver, but they're saying like everybody behind the scenes.
Well, that came out the next day. First was the truckers, then all the backup.
Yeah, she hooked a lot of people up.
Well, God
They're
bless
saying
her.
like $55 million she spent.
She couldn't do 56 and throw us $1 million. You couldn't give me $1 million, Taylor, and a smoothie, watermelon on watermelon day. Come on, let's go. Yeah, that's great. I think that's very generous that she did that, and I have a lot more respect for her than I did yesterday at the same time, minus 5 minutes. Jimmy, are we ready?
We are ready. We are starting our contest today with Neil. Neil, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Hey, Neil, you sound like you're all jacked up and full of vinegar. You like Snoop Dogg?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for these tickets.
Nice. What's your favorite Snoop Dogg song?
Nothing, or what is it? God, I'm kind of nervous right now.
Don't be nervous.
That's all right.
Don't worry about it. No. Do you know who you're talking to right now?
Oh, yeah, it's the Greek.
All right. Well, Jimmy's going to give you the question. Here you go, Neil.
All right, buddy. We are playing a little game called He Said, She Said for these Snoop Dogg tickets. Let's see if we can get you set up, buddy. I'm going to read you a quote, and you just got to let us know. Did Greek say it? Did Franny say it? Or did I say it? Okay?
Rock and roll.
All right, here's your quote. I'll see if I can get it up for you. I'll see if I can get it up for you. Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did I say that?
Franny said it.
That's right.
Nice job.
That's right. And this is what it sounded like if you haven't heard it before.
I'll see if I can get it up for you.
Nice. All right. That's how you do it, Neil. That's a great job. Now, Neil, I'm going to put you on hold. If you would, hang tight for a couple minutes. When we go to break, I'm going to get back on the line with you off air, get some more info from you, and we'll get you set up. And you are going to see Snoop Doggity Dogg. All right, buddy?
Awesome.
All right. That's how we do it, kids. Great
Have
job.
so much fun. I might see you there.
Nice.
I'm thinking about going to that show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I do like myself some Snoop Dogg.
And I tell you what, I mean, it's not like he's got no names with him.
Warren G and Wiz Khalifa.
Too Short.
Yeah. Oh, I love Too Short, too. Yeah, get yourself, if you've not listened to Too Short in a while, do it. If you're a fan of rap and hip-hop, it's so good.
Hey, take
He's
your word
so
from
good.
it.
Take your word from
Yep.
it.
I'll take your word from it.
Whatever.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that meme I posted at Real Radio 921.
What was that meme again?
See if that reminds you of anybody.
What was that meme again?
I gotta look it up again. I didn't remember it verbatim.
Oh, you should know it.
I should.
Yeah, what's wrong
It
with you,
says,
Franny?
Bring it up.
It
Doing
says,
nothing around here.
I put on there. I know, right? I
Lucky
need
you
to
have a
get. I need to
job.
get my crap together. or what you say, my fob, my key fob won't work. Remind you of anyone is what I posted with the little face, and it says, I prefer not to think before speaking. I like being just as surprised as everyone else by what comes out of my mouth. That's what it says, G-Man.
Jimmy just left the building. Thank God.
And that's even when you weren't around, Jimmy. You're so good. Because he literally interesting.
It is. You want to go?
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
I love it.
Oh, that's great. No, I'm good. You want to have dinner? Nah, I'm busy. Okay, that sounds good. That's good. I love
Stay
it.
at my house. We've got the pool and everything nice, relaxed. We can have a cigar.
No, that's a pretty good offer. I'll see what else I get.
Yeah, see what else I get. I'm sure something else better will come along. Thanks for calling, Chris.
That wasn't meant that way. It just came out that way. No, she was very nice, and I was very surprised. Oh, that was Nutter's wife.
No.
Oh, somebody else.
That's the second one.
Oh, that wasn't Nutter's wife?
No. Nutter's wife is this one.
But I met Nutter's wife, and she was so nice. I was shocked.
I was absolutely shocked. And I don't know who she is, but.
No, she was very nice, and I was very surprised.
And Greek was surprised.
I think it was Nutter's wife again, though, because I think we brought this up again, and I think he was talking about Nutter's wife again.
I don't remember, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I thought it was somebody else.
Yeah.
It might have been somebody else.
Yeah, I do believe. Is there anybody else who was nice that you're surprised about?
Yeah, there's some people I know.
Pretty much everybody.
All right, never mind. I take it back. It could be anybody.
Because sometimes you meet somebody that you hear things about, or say it's a buddy's girlfriend or wife.
That's what this one was.
Okay.
This was somebody's wife, and you were telling a story, and the punchline in the story, even though I don't know if it's real, but was the fact that I've heard nothing but bad things about you. You know, because apparently her husband just badmouths her all the time.
Yes,
right?
that's true.
So, and then when you did meet her, you're like, oh, wow, okay. So you're actually nice.
That's what I said.
Compared to
what he says.
But
you are. Yep, I do remember
Right?
that now.
And I do remember that's exactly what it was. He always painted her in a bad light. Not like a mean person or not a bad person, just really on him, stickler.
Well, she probably is with him and nice
Yeah.
to everybody else. I've seen that before.
Yeah, she's always questioning him.
Any chance he might deserve it?
Oh yeah. Oh, no,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's got a lot of shenanigans going on.
Oh well.
Okay. He called me one night late, and I mean late. I'm thinking 11:45, 11:45, and he asked me if I had any like bracelets or rings laying around in a box that he could give his wife. And I was like, "What do you want?" He's like, "About 11:45." He goes, "I'm in so much trouble. I'm screwed. I went to casino. I'm like 5 hours late. Do you have any jewelry that I can stop by and pick up? I'll give you the money for it." I'm like, "No, I don't have anything in a box."
What do I look like, Jared?
I said to him, "What do you want? What are you, crazy?
What is this, the International Diamond Center? Hello?"
No, I said, "I don't have anything." I said, "Go home and face your medicine."
Yeah, like a real man.
And I said, "If you won, then just give her the money."
Yeah, just give her the money. Yeah,
that's it. I said, "Also, knock off a piece for yourself."
Yeah, of course. You know, they don't want to give her everything.
Well, we're talking about upset spouses. Did you see that Mark Zuckerberg's wife is not happy about the octagon that he has built in his backyard?
Yeah. I saw that headline. I was like,
Uh-huh.
octagon, what is it? And then it dawned on me that obviously he's doing the martial arts.
That's what
thing.
they fight in. And so, he's so serious about MMA, and he's been training for a while now. And I don't know if the whole Elon Musk him thing is going to happen.
He'll kick his ass.
It's kind of went away, right?
I think Elon stepped away.
But Elon was he even was utilizing some UFC guy to help him out, to train him. But yeah, I guess he didn't clear it with his wife. Her name is Priscilla, before he decided to do it. And there was a text exchange that was shared where he asked her if she saw it. She was like, "Yeah, I saw it." And he texted back, "It looks awesome." And her reply was, "Mark." That's all she got back. And then the one word speaks volumes. So he told her, quote, he was like, "We have plenty of yard space," and I bet they do. They probably
I'm sure
have
they
a
do.
lot.
They have a mansion.
Yeah.
45 of them.
And she replied, "I have been working on the grass for 2 years." So she's probably trying to make this nice plush lawn, and then he goes and puts an octagon right in the middle of it. So now he's polling his followers, asking if he should keep the octagon or save the grass are the two options on there. I think that's one of the things. Yeah, he's Mark Zuckerberg, and he is the breadwinner, I'm sure, in that family and that marriage. But right before you put something that massive, isn't that a discussion you have with your
when you're married,
significant other?
Yeah, the other person is the most important person. You should always ask them, especially if you love them, you want them to be happy. It's not about your happiness when you're with a spouse. It's about theirs. Mark, I'm surprised at you. What are you thinking? Just because you're worth a gazillion dollars.
Yeah.
You should ask.
You should follow Greek more.
Yeah. If you were married to me,
Do what
Mark,
he
you
would
could
do.
put it on the roof.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. He also released his diet. He says he has like 4,000 calories a day.
A lot of McDonald's.
Yeah, a lot of McDonald's.
A lot of McDonald's.
Which is, he's in great shape right now. He's cut up. He really is. And I don't know what he looks
He's in
like.
the bulking phase, is what he's doing.
Yeah, he gave McDonald's
Trying to
a lot
put some weight on.
Gave them a lot of kudos. Not on purpose. He just said it's in my diet. But that's a lot of food to consume every single day. And you never know. He might get in the ring.
Actually, 4,000? That's not a lot.
No, it's not?
Not in my opinion.
It's not what The Rock eats.
Not for somebody that's trying to do where he's getting himself cut up like that. I mean, that's 2,000 calories is a typical male diet every day, right?
Okay.
That's just what, the normal, whoever says that's normal, right? So he's doubled that. Now, what was it? 12,000 is what Michael Phelps was doing when he was training? If I remember correctly,
like
it was like 10 or 12,000 calories a day that he was eating. I mean, he was eating pasta by
really
handfuls, because it's a very high in carbs.
Yeah.
So, of course, he was burning a lot of carbs, swimming and everything. So, 4,000, 4,000, it's a lot, but it doesn't seem overwhelmingly
especially when he
for
talks
what
about,
he's doing.
Yeah, especially when he talks about what he ate.
Yeah.
He's like 20 nuggets, a quarter pounder, large fries, an Oreo McFlurry, apple pie, and then he orders a couple cheeseburgers for later on to snack on.
Yeah. I mean, it's McDonald's all the way.
But it's weird. You're trying to get cut up and you're eating
McDonald's. Everybody's
there
body's
goes that
different.
sponsor. But
no, it's good for them.
I hate to knock them, but it's not exactly what you would think would be fitness food.
Yeah, or healthy food.
Yeah.
Because it's fast food.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of fats in there, so.
But he
I mean,
might fight.
I guess he gets enough carbs
And
out
it just
of
depends
for
on what
his
fat
energy,
you're doing. Like
right?
if you research what I'm doing with the carnivore diet, you should be eating a lot
Sure.
of fat along with it, but it's animal products and stuff.
Yeah.
And they do butter and cook with like rendered pork fat and stuff like that, but it is encouraged. So yeah, I mean, I don't agree with it, but a lot of people do it because you are putting in the work, you are burning the calories, you are building muscle, but then you got to think about what's going on internally too.
Sure.
I do think eventually, if he keeps this up, he will try to fight somebody in the ring, whether it's professionally or not. Because I mean, he's training unbelievable. He's got.
It seems like a passion of his.
Yeah, it seems like it's a passion, and you never know.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
awesome.
he does. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe his wife tells him, hey, I don't want you going in the ring and getting beat up or anything like that. But who knows? But he did put his diet out there. And I think most people will be surprised that it is a lot of McDonald's. Exactly what you just said.
I was a little surprised at first. I mean, I get it. I kind of get it. You know, a high calorie diet. Obviously, he's burning a lot of calories every single
Sure.
day with the training that he's doing. The saturated fats kind of surprises me a little bit. But hey, what do I know?
It is the Penthouse, and it is a Thursday. We're going to come back with some fun facts about watermelon.
How did you know?
Oh, my God, it's Kismic. And Jimmy's got a quiz for us later that I'm dying to take. We'll be back. Peace.
Hey, it's Rover from Rover's Morning Glory. Wake up with me each morning. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1.
Hello.
On iHeartRadio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky as we move through our Thursday. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees. Still nice and humid, so it could feel close to 100 throughout the day. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms developing as well, but mostly pushing inland towards Lake Okeechobee as we move through the later part of the afternoon and evening. A few storms could return again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word HAPPY right now to 20129. That's HAPPY to 20129.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. Smart is protecting our community today and tomorrow.
Hey, it's the Greek, and the Summer Series continues at Monroe's of Palm Beach this Saturday night. High energy pumped in the building, beautiful ladies, and a 5-star menu. And anytime there's a big UFC fight, there's only one place to go. Monroe's of Palm Beach. If you're looking for ladies, that's the place to be, because the beautiful ladies are at Monroe's of Palm Beach. 7 days a week, open at 5 a.m. Put Monroe's on your agenda if you want a good night to be a great night. Monroe's. Peace.
There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password,
for you to become a victim.
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to LifeLock.com.
This could be the start of a break-in.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Or the end of one. Introducing 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from Simply Safe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mentry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. We will do sound check parties that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without iHeart.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Paid for by Maxiderm Labs. Men, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your performance in the bedroom? If you're a 5, take it to 10. If you're a 10, why not take it up to 15 with Maxiderm Power Surge? Maxiderm's new Power Surge Red Pill makes you more potent than you or your partner ever imagined. It's like going from a sedan to a supercharged high-performance sports car, and it works fast. Just minutes. And now you can try it free. Just call 1-800-418-4698. If you thought being a 10 was great in the bedroom, just imagine what a 20 must be like. Experience off-the-scale virility with Maxiderm's new Red Pill Power Surge. You'll never want to go back to being just a 10. Call 1-800-418-4698 now to experience male enhancement supercharged. 1-800-418-4698 for your free trial and ask about our VIP club rewards. Hurry, this offer is limited. Call 1-800-418-4698.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hear the latest news from the headlines on your phone. Download the free iHeartRadio app for exclusive live coverage of breaking news. From what's happening where you live to what's happening across the country. Live from the center of the story. Listen for free, anywhere, anytime. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
Attention taxpayers, ready for some bad news? With $80 billion in new funding from Congress, the IRS has launched their most aggressive hiring campaign ever to ramp up enforcement. If you're ignoring your taxes, don't delay another minute because your paycheck, your bank account, even your home or business could already be at risk. Now, here's the good news. Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm, can get to work immediately, helping to protect you from the IRS. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, their tax attorneys and licensed professionals are experts at resolving tax problems. Let them help determine if you qualify for the Fresh Start Initiative or other powerful IRS tax assistance programs. Take control. Call Optima Tax Relief now for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Your sleep matters, and I bet you know you don't have to decide between staying up late, watching the news, or getting your beauty rest. Fox 29 gives you the news an hour earlier at 10 p.m. so you can do both. On Fox 29 at 10 o'clock news anchor Tanya Rogers. We've got you covered.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in the Penthouse. Thank you so very much for tuning in on a Thursday afternoon. We appreciate you, whether you're listening in your car, at work, on that FM dial, or on the absolutely free iHeartRadio app. By the way, you should download the iHeartRadio app if you have not yet, because you can take us anywhere you go around the world, and you can leave us a message. That is our talkback feature. Just search for Real Radio 921 and click on that microphone icon. Hey, this is Franny. Good afternoon to you, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And, of course, G-Man. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Francis, on a watermelon day. It's so jacked up. Later, I'm going to get a watermelon smoothie. Unless somebody wants to. Yeah. You want to go later? Maybe go to smoothie together? Oh, you're busy. I know.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Good.
Yeah. I don't get out of here till like 5 today, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. You're in Boca by then.
2:05.
Time machine.
It's Fanny's Fun Facts.
All right, it is National Watermelon Day, so we're going to do
Is
this. Yes. So we're doing this for Greek's favorite fruit.
Yes! Favorite smoothie. Fruit, there's a lot of
All
different.
right, your favorite thing you like in your smoothie. Uh-huh.
Because there's a lot of good fruits.
Do you want to guess the percentage of water that is in a watermelon?
I say 94% of it is water.
I would say 86.4.
Jimmy, you are closer. It is 92% of watermelon is in fact water.
Oh, that was ironic to our station.
It was? Yes. Very ironic.
To our station. Yes. Early explorers used to use watermelons as their canteen. Another thing, they would dry them out and use them as like to put the water in as a canteen.
Huh. It's a little weird.
Why?
Don't you have to, how do you take all the stuff that's out in there? I'm just saying. What do you take all the watermelon out and then you pour the water in?
You
Exactly.
eat it. Yeah, that's exactly what you do.
Wow.
How about that, huh?
That's
I know.
amazing.
Mind blowing, isn't it?
Wow. What if they cut the watermelon? How can they put the water in it?
You know what? Can't solve all the problems.
Yeah. Look it up, G-Man.
Look it up.
Look it up. The word
You're going to
watermelon.
get a timeout today.
Good.
Young lady.
The word watermelon first appeared in the English dictionary back in 1615, G-Man. A watermelon takes about 90 days to grow from planting to harvesting.
Hey, you knew that.
Of course you knew that.
It's like most of my relationships, about 90 days.
Did you know you can actually eat the rind of the watermelon? I choose not to, but there's actually like recipes that do it. Like a lot of people pickle it. They'll pickle the rind and then eat them. Some people put them in juicers, and some people slice them up real thin and stir fry them.
No, thank you.
I've never tried either way. Not saying I won't knock it until I try it. But
Maybe stir fried.
Maybe stir
I
fried.
might try it that
and
way.
I like pickles, so if I could pickle it and it softens up, I don't know. Why not? Would you try it, G?
If you told me to, I would.
Oh my God. But because the first cookbook that was published in the U.S. In 1796 was titled American Cookery, and they actually contained a recipe for watermelon rind pickles.
Oh, nice.
So maybe there's something there.
Let me guess, Ben Franklin wrote it.
We got to call Martha Stewart later. It's her birthday. We should ask her.
I bet she already knows.
I bet
of
She's
course
probably got a
she
watermelon
knows.
cookbook.
She's got a watermelon patch. You know she does somewhere. And according to the Guinness World Records, the world's heaviest watermelon was grown by Chris Kent of Sevierville, I think, Tennessee.
Makes sense.
How much do you think this sucker weighed?
2,200 pounds.
Wow, that's a big watermelon. What do you think, man?
That's big. I don't know. 642 pounds.
You guys way overshot the runway. 350.5 pounds.
Really? That's it, huh?
350.5,
You
yeah.
hear about these pumpkins that
I
are
know.
How much
like
was it?
over a ton.
350.5.
Well, if you had two of them, I was close to my guess.
More than 300 varieties of watermelon are cultivated in the United States and South America. There's 300 varieties. The most common watermelon options are seeded, seedless, mini, and yellow and orange. I saw somebody the other day on Instagram, and it was like a black watermelon. It looked really cool, and the inside was like this deep. It was like this deep ruby red on the inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that was cool looking.
I was like, I'm gonna try that
I don't
thing.
know if I want to eat it.
You always see guys
I
on the
would try
side on the side of the road selling watermelon all over the place, especially down here. Not so much up north, but down here.
Well, watermelon is an annual plant, and most varieties can be harvested 80 to 100 days after planting. So that's good because sometimes you got to wait. There's a season for some certain crops, and watermelons are annual. And what else do we have here? Let's see. Nowadays, watermelons they're grown in almost all tropical and subtropical regions. Who do you think is the largest watermelon producer?
I would guess Florida.
And we're go international too. Go international.
Jersey?
Oh boy. I'll just tell you. China.
Get out of here!
Is the largest watermelon producer.
I can't believe it.
I know.
Oh my God.
Go figure.
Go figure.
Yeah.
China.
Wow. Isn't that crazy? China, Turkey, Iran, Brazil, Uzbekistan. Yeah.
What?
Who would have known?
What are the top ones again? You just said China?
I did, yeah. Turkey, Iran, Brazil, Uzbekistan.
Wow, we're not even in the top 5.
Not according to these fun facts about watermelon.
Desert areas.
Right?
That's kind of strange.
Yeah.
All right, if you got a piece of land out there, start growing some watermelon.
You should start growing some watermelons, G-Man. I know that you love them so much.
I think they're very refreshing.
They're very refreshing. Watermelon is both a fruit and a vegetable.
I didn't know that.
Thanks to their sweet taste, watermelons are commonly considered a fruit, and they do grow like a fruit, originating from flowers that have been pollinated by bees. And from botanical perspectives, they're fruits because they contain seeds. But many gardeners think of them as vegetables since they grow in the gardens alongside other summer veggies like peas and corn. Technically, watermelons is classified as part of a botanical family of gourds, like cucumber, squash, and pumpkin. You may not know that. And we'll leave you there with your fun facts about something. G-Man's favorite fruit that he enjoys in his smoothies.
Watermelon, that should definitely make you have a little craving for watermelon. If it didn't, well, that's on you. Because I'm getting a smoothie today, and you could kiss my ass. We're going to come back with a quiz that Jimmy's going to give to Penthouse. How do you think we're going to do? Maybe we'll pass. We'll be back.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
They're trying to get rid of hotel bathtubs, and I just can't stand for it.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't take your side.
Sealand, you've used a hotel bathtub before. I've seen it. Wait.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky as we move through our Thursday. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees. Still nice and humid, so it could feel close to 100 throughout the day. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms developing as well, but mostly pushing inland towards Lake Okeechobee as we move through the later part of the afternoon and evening. A few storms could return again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring. The fresh scent of Irish Spring and the sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out.
Binges, blackouts, regret, shame, trying and failing, to drink less or quit. Hi, I'm Jonathan, founder of Or Health. I know how scary drinking too much can be because I struggled with alcohol misuse for most of my adult life. But I also know that it is possible to drink less or quit. And medication can help. Naltrexone is a safe, effective medication that makes it easier to cut back or quit drinking, so you don't have to rely on willpower alone. I started Or Health to make access to naltrexone convenient and private, to help people like me regain control over alcohol.
If you're ready to stop drinking or just drink less, text ADULT to 323232 to get a secure link to Or Health's private online assessment. Our licensed medical professionals will evaluate your assessment, and if medication is right for you, prescribe it online. We'll deliver your prescription right to your door. No doctor's office visits required. Text the word ADULT to 323232 to get started today. That's ADULT to 323232.
Hey, you're up next. My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight.
Here, try these.
Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cardis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended release B vitamins.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure: Storm Smart's here to stay. Smart is protecting our community today and tomorrow. Storm Smart.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
Hey, it's the Greek. When you come home and your AC's not working, it's not a great feeling. So what do? You pick up the phone, you got to call somebody who's reliable and will show up and do the job. And I have the place for you. Filter by HVAC Solutions. They'll handle all your AC needs. They'll give you a tune-up, they'll install ACs, repair them, and 24 hours they'll get to you. Filter by HVAC Solutions. Cares about their customers and wants to keep them cool this summer with a 24-hour emergency response. Call today, 855-4FL-HVAC. Stay cool. Call these guys.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
We're looking good. No accidents on 95, Boca to Jupiter. We have a rake in the center lane, though. West Palm Beach, this is southbound 95, just north of 45th Street. Turnpike is looking good. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows how to save pros time and money. Right now, get 10% off all kitchen cabinet orders of $1,000 or more. Lowe's knows pros. Cashier must apply discount at time of purchase. Discount on cabinet purchase only. Coupon cannot be used with any other discount. Valid 7/27 through 8/9.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
It's the Rod Ryan Show.
It's
the Woody Show.
It's Elliot in the morning. All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival, yeah!
All of the best free curated playlists.
The best bands.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
The stuff they don't want you to know.
All of the mind-blowing contests.
$20,000.
Awesome.
All of your favorite superstars.
This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters.
Best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
Welcome to the Pray News Podcast, where hope is our only bias. Each day, we will unpack the most prominent stories happening in the news, offer a Christian perspective, and pray over each story. We won't shy away from the hard topics, and we won't dilute the hopeful message of Christ. This is more than a daily brief on the news. It's a way to be informed and transformed. Listen to Pray News on the
17. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Little bump in my step today, baby. Preseason football tonight. Jets and Browns. What do you got? Jets
I like football.
Yeah. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
What, are you taking videos over here?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to save money on FPL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, would you consider yourself have high emotional intelligence?
Nope.
More than other people. Well, we're going to find out, Greek.
Okay.
Now, Franny, you can play along.
Yeah, I'm going to click on the link.
This one's a little bit more designed. When I saw it, I knew it was really one that would really apply to Greek's high standards of intelligence.
Okay, all
so
right.
That's why, I kind of.
I'll do it silently by myself.
But we certainly don't want to exclude anybody on the show. And basically, what this is if you answer these 6 questions correctly, you have higher emotional intelligence than most people.
Okay.
And when you have high emotional intelligence, you have a deep understanding of your feelings and everyone else's around you. Highly emotional, intelligent people are successful in both their professional and personal lives. 2 things that right away scream Greek. Unfortunately, Many people lack the basic skills. So let's see where you rank. Can you tell what's the emotionally intelligent reaction to these 6 situations? Okay, so these are scenarios, and I'll give you, an A, do this, B, do this, C, do this.
Okay.
Okay. You've just started a new job, and you're chatting for the first time with the person you'll be working with the most. So it's like you just get hired here. You're talking with Franny or me for the very first time. What's the best way to make them think highly of you right away? A, ask them for advice about fitting into the company. B, mention that you've heard great things about them already. Or C, they have eyes. They can see how good looking you are.
A.
Check. Wrong. Next, you were supposed to meet a friend for coffee to talk about issues. She's been all right, I'm sorry. Let me start that again. You were supposed to meet a friend for coffee to talk about issues you've been having with your partner. But you got caught up at work. You get an irritated text from her saying she's been waiting for over an hour and that she's going home. What do you tell her? A, sorry, I couldn't help it. My boss called me into a meeting and I had no way of getting out of it. B, reschedule and promise not to miss the next time. Or C, tell them it's not really that big of a deal. I'm worth waiting for. In fact, why aren't you waiting longer? You have no life.
I would say A, tell the truth.
Okay, nice. The co-owner of a cigar business made a huge mistake in ordering materials. Now you don't have what you need, and it's right before a big sales season. When you sit down to talk, she asks if you're angry with her. How do you reply? A, look, I know you didn't mean it, so I'm not angry at your mistake. I'm just worried. Or B, mistakes happen, but let's work on repairing the damage and figure out how to avoid it in the future. Or C, oh, it's okay, sweetums. You're hot, so it's all right. We'll figure something out.
This is an actual quiz. Wow, these answers really are pretty. I'm going to go with B.
B? Okay.
A lot of pressure on me, by the way.
I know.
Hope the audience can feel it.
I see you sweating from here. You have to. Here's your next scenario. You have to work on a presentation for next year's sales projections, but you're having a hard time feeling motivated. What do? A, call a friend to see if they can help lift you out of your funk. B, do a deep dive into researching your company's sales for the past year. C, look in a mirror.
B.
Okay. Next scenario. There's only 2 more. You didn't get that big promotion you were hoping for, even though everyone felt certain that you would. Your friends and coworkers gather around you to see how you're doing. What do you say? A, I didn't really want it that badly anyway. B, it's okay. It's going to happen next year. C, I got screwed again.
B.
Okay.
We should do this over
and
because I have a lot of D's.
You have a lot of D's?
Like D, another answer that I was.
Okay. Well, then we'll do that in the next segment. Or we might have some time here. Here's your next scenario and final one. Your boss just finished outlining a revamped project you've been working on. He expects you to get started ASAP, but you're a little confused about what he's driving at. Not quite sure. What do you say to him? A, could you repeat that? B, could you give me a little bit more information? Or C, I got this, boss. Then turn to your colleague, get him to do it for you, then take all the credit. Then it's okay because you gave him $20 and you look good.
I feel like that's the right answer for you, no?
B.
It's A, of course, right? Oh, B? We're going with B. Okay. Well, apparently, you win, G.
What did he win? What do you win?
A kick in the ass because you lied on every damn one of them.
Those were honest answers. I felt the pressure. I'm sweating from my forehead. Let's just do one, the beginning, the first one over.
The first one?
Yeah, let's just do that.
All right, hold on. Where was that?
And maybe Franny could jump in of what I would answer.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay. So this was the
No,
one
not
where you started a new job. Okay.
What I think the answer is that you would say?
Yeah, not you. I mean, pay attention. Go ahead.
Yeah, Franny. What are you doing over there? Jesus
Well, while you were
Christ.
taking the quiz, I was doing my own thing. So
Get in the
Oh,
show,
what?
will you, for once?
FP&L?
I was doing my own thing, yeah.
Okay.
You've just started a new job, and you're chatting for the first time with the person you'll be working with the most. What's the best way to make them think highly of you right away?
Franny?
Well, no, what were the answers?
Okay.
Well,
there
no.
was
Oh, no.
Well, you said you had an
Oh, you
answer.
were going to create your own.
I do, but I wanted to see what she would say out of the three.
Oh.
But I could go first, too. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, ask them for advice about fitting into the company. B, mention that you've heard great things about them already. Or C, duh, they have eyes. You can see how good looking you are.
Obviously, C is clearly the answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think D. Give him $100.
There you go.
Can it be C and D? Is that an option?
Nope.
Is E an option?
D's, perfectly.
C and D?
That's
All right. Okay.
nice. I don't have a winner bell here, damn it. I should have been prepared.
You should have had that bell ready. Franny's busy. She's working on her FP&L bill. She wants to make it a little bit less.
I'm actually not. I'm taking the quiz myself.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I got that email from them,
As
too.
you can tell, it wasn't quite a serious quiz.
Oh, no.
I thought it was. I got very nervous.
Oh, I know you did.
At first, I'm like, where is that answer at?
Not in my
I
link.
don't see it.
Or D. Give him $100.
Those first two are there. What happened to the others?
So I passed, which is really always good.
No, you didn't pass. You won.
Wow, that's amazing. It makes me feel so much better.
Greek, you're a winner.
Thank you. You have to tell yourself that. I heard this morning on one of the radio shows. They said when you're down, you got to look in the mirror and say, I'm a winner, and you'll have a successful.
Self-affirmation. Wake up every morning. They say
Damn
it's
right.
the best thing to do.
Yeah, and see, people made fun of me for years. It is the Greek, Francis, and Jimmy, and we'll be back with the Penthouse with a trifecta and so much more. Peace.
Introducing the latest way to hear the greatest station in the world. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
This is Jared Carrabis. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
2 new players joined the Dolphins at training camp today. Veteran safety Miles Dorn and linebacker Mike Rose signed with Miami. The preseason All-ACC football team includes Hurricane standouts Cam Kitchens, Davian Cohn, and Andy Borregales. And an investigation's underway after an untrained Somalian athlete finished 10 seconds behind the field in the 100-meter race at the World University Games. I'm Scott Davidson.
Baseball is back with me, Jared Carrabis, breaking down the sport of baseball and discussing my picks all season long. Download and listen to the newest episode from my show, Baseball is Dead with DraftKings, releasing in season every Monday and Thursday, available wherever you listen to podcasts.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky as we move through our Thursday. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees. Still nice and humid, so it could feel close to 100 throughout the day. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms developing as well, but mostly pushing inland towards Lake Okeechobee as we move through the later part of the afternoon and evening. A few storms could return again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And the sensational Irish Spring Suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password,
for you to become a victim.
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to LifeLock.com.
Ron had a tax problem he just couldn't handle on his own.
I owed the IRS taxes for over 5 years, but I didn't have any money to pay the taxes.
Those years cost him dearly.
Most of it was fees and interest. It was horrible.
Ron finally called in the pros.
I called Optima Tax Relief. And boy, am I happy I did.
The leading tax resolution firm, Optima, is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. They've resolved over $1 billion for their clients. Ron was overjoyed.
They settled my account with the IRS. I was ecstatic. They are a lifesaver. They are. I am so happy.
Take Ron's advice and call Optima now for a free consultation.
Yeah, don't do like I did and wait. Call Optima Tax Relief. Do it now. You'll be ecstatic like me.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And in the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Every business deserves a great deal. That's why, for a limited time, we're launching the Mobile Made Free event. With Comcast Business Internet, new and existing customers can get 1 year of unlimited mobile for free. Yep, you heard that right. An entire year, free. It's our best internet, powered by the next generation 10G network and with 99.9% reliability, plus 1 line of free mobile for a year. The Mobile Made Free event is happening now.
Get started with internet and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, for a limited time only, ask how new and existing customers can get 1 year of unlimited mobile for free during the Mobile Made Free event. Call or go online today to learn more. Ends 9/21/2023. EcoBill and autopay required. New 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Mobile offer requires 100 megabits per second internet and new unlimited intro mobile service. Other restrictions apply.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Hey, it's the Greek, and the Summer Series continues at Monroe Palm Beach this Saturday night. High energy pumped in the building, beautiful ladies, and a 5-star menu. And anytime there's a big UFC fight, there's only one place to go: Monroe's of Palm Beach. If you're looking for ladies, that's the place to be, because the beautiful ladies are at Monroe's of Palm Beach. 7 days a week, open at 5 a.m. Put Monroe's on your agenda if you want a good night to be a great night. Monroe's, peace.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Looking good as far as 95 is concerned. 15-minute ride southern to PGA. Southbound coming up on 45th Street, just on the north side of it. You still have a rake in the center lane there. And that's it for 95. Turnpike is looking good. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
We'll have the story of Bat Masterson, the famous gun.
Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Monday. Tuesday. Today's Thursday. Thanks for always listening to Real Radio. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And it's time for a lunchtime trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Big win last night for the Marlins. They were losing to the Phillies 5-0. They came back in extra innings, got a walk-off hit, and the Marlins get a win. Much-needed win. Since the All-Star break, they were playing very bad. Hopefully it turns them around, and maybe the Marlins will swim upstream. Tonight, it's preseason football. Jets and Browns. Are you ready? And people are jacked up for this game tonight.
I like football.
Yeah, people are dying for anything. Jets -1.5. Over under 33.5. Thank you, DraftKings. I will be at Strike Cigar Lounge, hanging out with my friends on the patio. You're always welcome to come by. I'll buy you a Tito's, and I'll give you a lap dance. That's not a bad deal. Messi did it again as they won. Miami International won 3-1, and Messi scored 2 goals. Everybody's got Messi fever. He's been spotted all over Miami, and this is the best thing since lap dances. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable what this guy has done for this team and for this organization and for soccer in South Florida. You can't get tickets to this. And you know what? They sell out every night. They only got 19,000 they're capable of. I think they probably could do 50,000 a night. Hats off to Messi and the Miami International team because they are right now on the right path. Maybe they will make the playoffs and possibly win it all. They were 7,500 to 1 when they signed them. And that is your lunchtime trifecta. Peace. Oh, Johnny Manziel, you might have heard of him or remembered him. He won a Heisman Trophy a couple years ago. Played in the NFL, didn't really do well. And then he tried a couple other things. I think this time he has his niche. He's opening a bar about 15 minutes from the Texas A&M campus where he's a god. It's going to be called the Money Bar. I saw the logo. It's him like making the signs of money. And I think this will crush it. I mean, it's right by campus. The thousands and thousands of kids that he'll have, I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, for him, I'm sure he'll have his Heisman on a display, all stuff for him at Texas A&M. I'm surprised he didn't do this a long time ago. He's really had some tough times and went through a ton of his money. He talked about things where he spent millions of dollars in Vegas and different things. But I think this is his niche. I think it'll do well. Anything by a college campus, I think, does well. And I think this will do great for him down at Texas A&M.
Is he still loved there?
I think so.
You would think so.
Right? Yeah, I would think so. He didn't do anything
since
there.
College football was, he didn't. He didn't really.
It was in pro.
NFL is when, is when
He got
things didn't work
control.
out for him. But I'm sure he probably is a god over there at
Yeah.
Texas A&M.
That's what I think. I mean, I'm sure wherever he goes, people, whatever. And people forget anyway. A lot
And
of
so
stuff.
Northgate is that area. Every college town has that area where bars are and stuff, and they hang out, and that's where he's putting
Yeah, I think it'll be a no-brainer. I mean, I'd be
his
shocked.
restaurant bar.
Yeah, I'd be shocked. And especially if he's there a lot or, there once in a while.
right.
I'm sure I'll have his Heisman Trophy up there and all that sort of stuff. I mean, he had a very good career, obviously, when the Heisman, but when he went into the pros. He talked about it on a podcast I listened to pretty long one day and just how he messed everything up. And sometimes he was telling a story he had $100,000 in his bed, on his mattress, and how he just go drinking things for days and days and lose everything.
That was the only reason why I asked, because, I mean, the way you kind of described the theme of the restaurant is it's almost like a big middle finger, I mean, to people, or just to the way he was. He was so greedy and everything with the money and
Well, no, I mean that's just what he did every time he scored. That was his thing. That was his end zone dance, if you want to call it that.
Yeah. Like every time he scored, he was like, "I'm making money. I'm making money."
Yeah.
And
it is a little douchey, but that's what he was known for.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you were a fan, you probably enjoyed it, and they were probably walking around doing it too.
Yeah. Well, that's why I say since he's there at his alma mater, that's probably why he'll be okay. If he tried to do that somewhere else, it may not go over as well.
No, I don't think if he did it 15 minutes from Alabama, it would go good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for him, I like to see everybody do good. And you know what? He had some problems that he caused. He says them, and maybe this will be a big thing for him and a big hit. I think it's a no-brainer for him. I think that's something that he definitely should do. And
listen, you put out a good product.
Yeah.
You can have a name on it all day long. I've seen places that have big names and they don't work. But if you put out a good product, have good service, good food, good drinks, it'll survive.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, if he has just normal food, but I think the whole atmosphere, and I'm sure game days, they'll be crazy there and celebrating and all that stuff.
Well, with how big football is in Texas and how big he was in Texas in that area, so that's where I think it's a no-brainer. I think he is going to do very well with that.
Now, if he's not there and doesn't show up and it's just, absentee and comes by once a year, that'd be a little different. Because people hear about that all the time. I talked about Mickey Mantle's.
Well, then it has to be a good restaurant. Like Franny is saying, that it's got to have good food and good service. I mean, otherwise, his name isn't going to go very far.
Nope. But I think it's going to be something that he'll do well in.
Yeah, and some, if we're speaking of ownership, I know this is your favorite guy because you actually want him to interview you, Tom Brady. He just became the co-owner of a UK football team or soccer club. Ooh. Yep, he announced on social media that his latest venture is being co-owner of Birmingham City FC. And in the video, he explains, maybe you're asking, what do you know about British football, Tom? Well, I've got a lot to learn, but I do know a few things about winning, and I think they will translate pretty well. So we will see. We know somebody else famously owns Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. I'm messing up his name, but he's from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's like the main creator of that, and he stars in it. But those two together have the football team or are owners of a football club. So we'll see. They say co-owner. I don't know if any other names went on this or... Oh, yeah. Have you heard this yet?
No, I heard that he was looking into it. I mean, LeBron did this years ago, and it worked out unbelievable. He put like a $6 million investment in a soccer team.
Sure.
It's worth $113 million. And Brady, again, he's buying everything. He's in the Raiders. Mm-hmm. He's in the WABA team, the Aces.
Was he able to get into the Raiders? I thought there was an issue with that.
They're looking into it now, but
that's still going on.
Yeah, it didn't get resolved, but I'm saying he already put his money down if it goes through. Mm-hmm. He's involved with the Aces in Las Vegas, WNBA, which is the best team this year in the WNBA. They're a covering machine, by the way. And now he's doing this, so he really wants to get involved in ownership. I'm not surprised about that. A lot of these guys do.
Are they not investments just like a stock? I mean,
sure.
And really, when have we seen the value of a team, any team, go down?
Nope.
I haven't heard of one yet.
Nope. I don't know.
And especially with football, soccer, and the UK. I mean, come on, that's a no-brainer. If you've got the money and you can invest in it, and the opportunity, like having that chance to, because I don't know if you can I just like right now go invest in the Miami Dolphins and be a part owner? I don't think you can, right? There's got to be an opening.
Well, not only that, they got to want you too. They can always create an opening. I have 100 shares.
Yeah, but then didn't we just learn that you have to be part of the family nowadays? Like they just passed that?
Yes. The NFL. But I'm saying in anything, if I own a bar, a restaurant, and I want you in, I give you 5%. You buy in. Right. We do the value of 5%, and I'm sure they want Brady because of his name and it helps.
Sure, he can. I mean, think of what he can bring to it. The name that helps for sure. Yeah, no doubt about it. And but again, if you've got the money and you can invest into something like that, man, I would do it in a heartbeat.
And I think it's a lot better than a stock, like you just said, because stocks you never know. Sports teams, like you said, when have you seen them go bad?
One, just show me one. I mean, and unless it's like a foreign, something super foreign, cricket in Japan or something, I don't know. But as far as soccer or football in the United States or baseball here in the States, NBA, all the major sports here, they only go up.
Yeah, the only ones that go bad are those startup NFL leagues, football leagues.
Yeah,
true. Only them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I mentioned Ryan Reynolds because he does own a football club in the UK. So he is one of the many celebrities who are joining Dwayne Johnson. We talked about him last week. We didn't get the exact number, but 7 figures that he has donated. And this is, assistance for the writers and actors during the strike. So the SAG-AFTRA Foundation has raised over $15 million for its financial assistance program. And they're saying that these funds are coming from a bunch of big Hollywood stars. So, it's kind of like he led the way, Dwayne Johnson, but celebrities like George Clooney, Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio, Hugh Jackman, Nicole Kidman, Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck, Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, Julia Roberts, Meryl Streep, Oprah Winfrey, Arnold Schwarzenegger have each contributed $1 million or more.
That's fantastic.
To those, to those funds to aim to support the actors. See, they specifically say actors here. I really do hope the writers get a piece of that too. Because they were the ones who initially said this strike.
That's what I thought it was for. I thought the money was for the writers.
It's the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. So the article that I read said for the actors who can't work.
Yeah, it's for the Emergency Financial Assistance Program, which is what it goes down into. So I don't know. I was under the impression it was more for the writers.
Yeah, no. Every article it says, and
Okay.
even Meryl Streep released a statement saying about the needs of working actors at this time as well. In this strike action, I'm lucky to be able to support those with the struggle. So I hope it goes to both.
Right.
But everything that I've read so far says to the actors.
Well, I hate assuming things, but don't you gotta kind of assume that a little bit, right? I mean, because clearly they
They're
don't.
both out of
You know,
work.
the actors, well, like the high end actors, like you just named, those aren't the people that need this.
No,
You know,
of
I mean,
course.
it's the writers that make 12 or 15 or 20 bucks an hour that has a hard time getting by. That
And some of the actors
kind of needs that.
Some of these actors aren't getting paid very well either, and so that's why you have these big money, big name actors who are donating those funds. I mean, if you think about it, the actors have been striking maybe like a month now, 3 weeks, and the writers have been striking since May.
Yeah, they make decent money because there is a scale that you have to at least pay them, and it's pretty significant. It's higher than minimum wage. For both of them, because again, I'm getting involved more and more with the script and different things that they're telling me. But the strike, like I said, it's nice that all these people, it's like 12 names, 11 names that put 7 figures. That's huge donations. I would think like you that both, but maybe you know what I mean. I would think both get it, and it's just the fun.
Just the way it's worded in all these. I'm reading out of Variety magazine. They're talking about the need for working actors who are on strike right now and aren't making any money. So, yeah, hopefully we can make that assumption. It's for both.
Yeah, it might not be. And as we get closer to September, hopefully this gets resolved because that's when it's really going to start affecting TV and a lot of different shows.
Well,
and
Friday, tomorrow's going to be a big day.
they're talking tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's going to be their first time talking since May.
Wow. Well, nothing's going to, I don't think anything will get resolved tomorrow, but maybe they get on the right path. Who knows? Things have changed, like that, and it's getting a lot more notoriety from a lot of people, but it's going to be a tough thing because I think they both have their sides, and it's either who you got to meet in the middle like everything else. Hopefully they can work it out because you hate to see anybody out of work. That sucks.
Yeah, and I'll be curious to see how they go about it because I know that the production companies did put out in their initial offering because one of the two big items right now is AI and the share on streaming services. Right, those seem to be the two big issues that the writers and the actors are looking to resolve. The one that they seem to address a little bit, at least to some extent, was the AI aspect. And apparently in the first offer that the production companies put out there, they were putting some guarantees in there that AI would not be used. Now,
Doesn't
I don't
look
know,
like that's happening.
Yeah, so it sounds like they're at least willing to negotiate on that. Now, as far as the money on the streaming and stuff like that, I don't know because I don't know who gets how much of what, and that all obviously is what they have to work out behind the scenes. But
So tomorrow specifically, it's the striking writers and Hollywood studios. It doesn't say anything about the actors. This is going to be the Writers Union and the Writers Guild of America that they are going to be in talks with the Alliance of Motion Picture, Television Producers about negotiations. And that's tomorrow. It does not say anything about actors. But you mentioned the AI, and I also read that the striking actors and writers continue to demand better compensation and protection against AI. But according to the job posting I told you about, the one that Netflix was doing is looking for a project manager for its machine learning program, and that's AI. The salary ranges from $300,000 to $900,000. It says a typical acting job pays a fraction of that, but they're like Netflix isn't the only studio going on an AI hiring. Is a Disney, Sony, CBS, Amazon Prime are all looking to fill AI positions.
Yeah. Yeah, see, and that's the part where I don't blame them. I'm kind of, I'm on the fence with AI. I think there's good aspects of it, and I think there's bad aspects of it. And I think one of them is that the writers really need that protection because look what like AI, that's the big thing that it does now is it writes speeches, it writes.
And I think that's what they're realizing. Since they've been on strike,
man,
they're like, we got. But I'm talking about the big wigs. They're like, since they've been on strike, we got to do something to put out content, and so they're finding a way around it. And unfortunately, it's sad, but these writers may have shot themselves in the foot because who knows if they'll get back into the positions that they were because they may be like, we can have this because somebody will do this job with the AI and get paid that money.
And scabs have already crossed the line, too.
Yeah. Well, anything in life, you got to worry about that. Even if you want to take it to business or sports. Guys always know it. Somebody gets hurt, somebody else comes in, cheaper. They say it all the time. Well, we'll go with that. something like this, they're going to look at it like you said. They might be like, "Hey, we can get content." And,
yeah, and it's different, right? It depends on what the position. And when it comes to writers, they're like, all right, well, we can use artificial intelligence to do it. With the big UPS strike that was supposed to happen at the end of July, didn't happen. They ended up negotiating. And that's because what are you going to find AI to drive our trucks? So it just depends.
I know a couple of UPS guys, and just, knowing them being around, they're real radio listeners. And they said to me that it was a huge win for them.
Oh, yeah. You ain't kidding.
I mean, they said, this one guy said that they were shocked about what just a local guy that I know and another guy that I know that listens to the station every day and just said, because I remember talking to them while this was almost going on, and they were both saying, hey, you know what, we don't want to strike, and we're worried about livelihood and being out and everything like that. But they both said to me that they were like, wow, we can't believe.
Existing full and part-time UPS Teamsters will get $2.75 more per hour in 2023 and $7.50 more per hour over the length of the contract. Existing part-timers will be raised to no less than $21 per hour immediately. General wage increases for part-time workers will double the amount obtained in the previous UPS Teamsters contract, and existing part-time workers will receive a 48% average total wage increase over the next 5 years. Wage increases for full-timers will keep UPS Teamsters the highest-paid delivery drivers in the nation, improving the average top rate to $49 per hour.
Now, did you mention
and
also they're going to add air conditioning to the new models of the company's trucks, too?
Yeah, all new equipment will have, or all new in-cab AC will all have AC in our large delivery vehicles, Sprinter vans, and packaged cars purchased after January 1st of 2024. There's also a thing here with the overtime and everything isn't.
They get an extra paid holiday, too. It's a bunch of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, no more forced overtime on Teamsters drivers' days off. All UPS, they're going to get Martin Luther King Day off too, stuff like that. It's just the amount is just the creation of 7,500 new full-time Teamster jobs at UPS and fulfillment of 22,500 open positions.
Yeah, so that was a big win.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
Big time win.
Win
for them.
Yeah, sure.
Loss for the people that have to pay for the packages now.
Probably.
That's the problem. Because where does that money come from?
You guessed it. UPS ain't taking it. That's for sure.
It's one of those things. I mean, it's a catch-22. I like to see people that work hard get paid for what they're worth, but that money comes from somewhere.
That's an unbelievable wage, Joe.
Yeah.
$50 an hour.
The thing I think that's really going to make a big difference for them too is the no more overtime, or it's not the forced overtime.
Yeah,
because I mean some of those we hear the nightmares of those guys out there in the holiday season where there are so many. So instead they're going to hire 7,500 new full time employees,
which is nice.
That takes the burden off of that.
Sure,
if you don't want to have those 12-hour days.
Yeah, 16. I mean some of them.
I would imagine.
Yeah. But, again, it did work out for them. It is the Penthouse. It is Real Radio 92.1, 101.7 on your Treasure Coast. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and Treasure Coast. Franny, we got some Florida stories. What is in the microwave?
Yeah, we are busy here in Florida. Some bread crocs take somebody down. Also, orgies on the beach. Plus a hole-in-one. Normally, like, yay. Well, it led to an arrest. And then I have an update, which I told you a little bit earlier, thanks to our girl Kara, about those human remains they found in the suitcase in the Intercoastal Waterway in Delray. I'll get you all the details of those stories when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky as we move through our Thursday. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees. Still nice and humid, so it could feel close to 100 throughout the day. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms developing as well, but mostly pushing inland towards Lake Okeechobee as we move through the later part of the afternoon and evening. A few storms could return again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows how to save pros time and money. Right now, get 10% off all kitchen cabinet orders of $1,000 or more. Lowe's knows pros. Cashier must apply discount at time of purchase. Discount on cabinet purchase only. Coupon cannot be used with any other discount. Valid 7/27 through 8/9.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended release B vitamins.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage nasal care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Dee, a verified Navage user who writes, "From years of having a permanently stuffed up nose to being able to breathe is life-changing. Food tastes better, and I no longer go through boxes of tissue a day," unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-777-1979. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1979. That's 800-777-1979. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1979. 800-777-1979.
If your stunning home has gone a little stale, it might be time to contact your local CertaPro painters. We bring the power of pro to every job. That's CertaPro's power to do the job right. The first time, every time, and the power to renovate your home without breaking down walls. Take your home from blah to booyah. Get on CertaPro's schedule today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage nasal care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Dee, a verified Navage user who writes, "From years of having a permanently stuffed up nose to being able to breathe is life-changing. Food tastes better, and I no longer go through boxes of tissue a day," unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Hey, it's the Greek. The calendar has changed, so get the month off to a right start with Trajan Wealth. And this is the team that can help your money grow. They got offices in West Palm Beach. Call them today. 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Go to their website, TrajanWealth.com, for more information. CEO and veteran Jeff Jr. wants you to be happy with your future and your retirement and your 401k. These guys can make it happen for you. Sit down with them for a free consultation. 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. You want it to be the first day where your money starts working for you. So make sure you call Trajan Wealth today. 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Get the month off to a good start when your money starts working for you in the right direction. Peace. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Construction delays on 95. This is headed south. It's your ramp to Lantana Road. Right lane of that off-ramp is blocked. Turnpike looks good. Drive times are up to speed. Make sure you slow down for pedestrians on your commute. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine. One is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. I hope you guys are having a good afternoon. After us, it's always the News Junkies. Rover steps in, and then Lex and Terry. Tomorrow morning, it's bacon and pancakes and Rover and his crew. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hello. Happy Thursday.
And it's time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, a very grim story. Actually, looked, and they're having the press conference right now, and that is about the body parts. It was they found a bunch of dismembered body parts in 3 suitcases along the Intercoastal Waterway. In fact, it was a construction worker who found them, and trying to figure out who it belonged to. They did, with forensics, find out it was those body parts belonged to one woman in particular, and they thought she was between the ages of 35 and 55, and they even, put out what they thought she looked like and some more details. Well, it looks like we finally have somebody arrested for this. His name is William Lowe, 78 years old. And he has been arrested on charges of first-degree murder and abusing a dead body in the killing of his 80-year-old wife, Adil Barbosa Fontes. And that's according to records. So there will probably be more details, as I did mention. That press conference I did look is going on right now. So very, very sad situation. And, man, I put out that stat that 3 women every day get murdered by somebody that they're intimate with.
Terrible.
Those stats are terrible. Yep. And then next up in your What the Florida, we have a criminal that is not too bright. There's so many things this guy did wrong. And we'll start at a Crumble Cookies, where, yes, a suspect wearing a black mask, black sweatshirt, black pants, and this is key right here, a brown and black backpack and bright red Crocs, snuck into the Crumble Cookie in Brooksville. He ended up stealing money from the safe and register. The store's manager told police that they believe that if I believe, I'm actually almost positive that this is Jacob Ortega, who is a former employee there. And the reason why is because he wore red Crocs and carried a brown and black backpack every day he went to work.
Oh.
Way to narrow it down for him.
Right?
Narrow it down for him. Was it the red Crocs?
So police said they tracked down and paid a house a call to the owner of a vehicle that was captured on their surveillance footage, leaving the store's parking lot around the time of the break-in. The owner told detectives that Ortega called him at like 2 in the morning and was like, hey, can you give me a ride? I got a drug deal I got to do.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Sure, yeah, no problem. Cut me in a piece, right? 10%?
Well, 20, you got to drive.
We
Don't
don't
wanna
know.
be greedy.
We don't know this guy. They're calling him the unnamed vehicle owner. Told police that he did. He took him for a ride, but he dropped him off near a store. He did not go with him there. Dropped him off near a store and then picked him up later on at a Home Goods. I love Home Goods. Was there yesterday.
I like Home Goods too. We should go one afternoon buy candles.
Okay. Several days later, Ortega allegedly told him that he got the money. That's the guy, the vehicle owner, that he got the money from a crumble cookie, and that he had stored some of the money inside of the guy's vehicle to hold on to. Well, with the owner's permission, police searched the car, found the sum of cash in the glove compartment. He did confess to the burglary when questioned by detectives, and he told them that, well, I broke in because I remembered the unchanged access code to the bakery's side door, also to the safe and register from when he was employed there. So, yeah, you may want to think about changing all those things if you ever let go of somebody, or even if they quit at that. I know it sucks because there's a lot of turnover, and that's a lot of changing of codes, but better cover your ass.
Yep.
Be safe than sorry. And then, yeah, this is a crazy story happened in the Villages. So a couple, they were having a good time. They were out to eat. It was a husband and wife when the husband, his name is Dean Zooks, 87 years old, accidentally hit a car as he was backing out. Well, this guy comes running out, and he's all mad. He's like, you hit my car. We identify him now as Robert Moore. Well, Robert Moore goes off, and then he starts hitting this Dean guy, like starts swinging at him, and then he realizes, oh, that's not my car. Just looked like my car.
Sad story.
And walks away. But the damage is already done, and by the damage, I mean Dean Zook suffered brain bleeding, had to be flown to a nearby hospital, and he never recovered. So, of course, they start searching for his assailant, and it led Sumter County Sheriff's Office posting surveillance photos of the man who fit the description. Even there was footage showing him in the restaurant bumping into a server, spilling drinks on customers. I mean, the guy just seemed like a total ass. Well, they got a tip from somebody who was like, I know this guy. His name is Bob, and he just got a hole-in-one at a golf course in the Villages. And, of course, he's posting, bragging about it. Mm-hmm. So they're like, I think that might be the guy you're looking for because, well, in the picture of him, he had the same shoes, shorts, and sunglasses that are seen in the video, their surveillance video.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, then they also say that they noticed that his, that Glenview, the country club, the proximity to his house in the Villages is very close, the black Lexus that the guy hit that he thought was his car. Mm-hmm. And so it was enough for them to go and arrest him, and he has been booked into the Sumter County Detention Center. And then finally here in Florida, just leave the manatees alone. Leave them at peace. They just want to have group sex without people bothering them.
Come on!
These sea creatures, they're saying mounds of them are piling up on Florida beaches, and authorities are warning concerned beachgoers, hey, just avoid the embarrassment of calling 911 because that's what they're doing. They're engaging in very public group sex, according to experts. So, don't call us. We can assure you they are more than fine. Yes, it may not look like they're okay, but that's just how they do it. So if you see them, there's no need to call. They generally mate in herds all summer. They said it's all year long, but summer months is it's the time for them. That's when they get real frisky.
That's when the candles get lit.
Yeah.
And as it comes on.
Enough with filming manatee porn.
And they were like, we understand the concern because it looks like they're in distress. They're flopping around, splashing. It looks like they're beaching themselves up on the shore. But that's just how it's done. So leave them alone. Let them have sex. It's It's a circle of life is what they call it.
That's a nice way to put it. Can I come over tonight? We'll have a little circle of life. What do you think?
Yeah, so I guess this has been, and I actually think, because I told you
Leave me alone.
Yes, I'm just trying to have group sex. I guess this.
Get that drop.
Leave Britney Spears alone right now.
Leave Britney alone.
Well, just recently, Peanut Island, a very popular spot here that people go to, there was a big group of them that went to the sandbar, and that might have been exactly why. Because when I posted, like, it was, or I saw the post on Facebook, there was like 6 or 7 of them. And they were splashing around and hanging around people, and that's probably what they were doing, was mating. And I know some people got in trouble because there was some, as Johnny C would say, asshat, who was like running their wave runner over them.
Oh, that's
like
terrible.
an idiot. Yeah, people are dumb. Just leave them alone. Either way, whether they're having sex or they're not, just leave the manatees
They're
alone.
not bothering you.
They are federally protected.
I was
Just so
going
you
to
know.
say,
They
they're
are a
protected,
threatened
so
species.
you get in trouble.
Yes. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. Florida Stories. We do it twice a show, 11:05, 105. You guys always rock and roll and give us plenty to talk about. Keep them interesting and very much on the button. We're going to come back. I want to talk about Jimmy's quarterback. It's right, Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen was on a podcast yesterday, and he called out Mr. Rogers for possibly cheating. We'll find out about that, and we'll see when the Jets and Bills play this year how that kicks up, because it's the first game of the year. We'll be back. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
They're trying to get rid of hotel bathtubs, and I just can't stand for it.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't take your side.
Sealand, you've used a hotel bathtub before. I've seen it. Wait.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 22nd and 23rd at T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
And starting Monday, you could win your way there.
Plus $1,000 spending cash.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows that opening a small business is a great achievement. Thanks to all the owners for all they do to keep our communities vibrant and strong. Learn more about the Hartford Small Business Insurance and why over 1 million small business owners trust them. Visit thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky as we move through our Thursday. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees. Still nice and humid, so it could feel close to 100 throughout the day. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms developing as well, but mostly pushing inland towards Lake Okeechobee as we move through the later part of the afternoon and evening. A few storms could return again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Irish Spring, the fresh scent of Irish Spring. And those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Carr, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. Smart is protecting our community, today and tomorrow.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at babbel.com. Just go to babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
Your home or business is a reflection of you. Now, if you're looking to take it from middling to sizzling, you need the help of your local CertaPro painters and the power of Pro. That's CertaPro's power of listening to your needs and delivering a customized project plan, and the power of doing the job right, on time, and within your budget. Contact CertaPro painters today at CertaPro.com.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
Hey, you're up next.
My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight.
Here, try these.
Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
This could be the start of a break-in.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Or the end of one. Introducing 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
The News Junkie is brought to you by Gordon and Partners. ForTheInjured.com, 561-333-3333.
Attention, your money is now controlled by the U.S. government.
Picture a world where your every purchase is monitored, tracked, and controlled by those in power to suppress the freedoms of those they see fit. Hi, my name is Jason Hansen. I'm a former CIA officer and New York Times bestselling author. And right now, I've become very focused on the impending rollout of the central bank digital currency. This is not a work of fiction. It's a terrifying reality looming on the horizon. But there is a bit of good news. I've partnered with Advantage Gold to offer you a solution. They are specialists in converting your traditional assets, like those inside an IRA or 401k, into tangible assets such as physical gold and silver. Don't allow your money to be controlled. Claim your free gold protection kit from Advantage Gold. Call 800-900-8000, 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor.
Call 800-900-8000.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Construction delays on 95. This is headed south. It's your ramp to Lantana Road. Right lane of that off-ramp is blocked. Turnpike looks good. Drive times are up to speed. Make sure you slow down for pedestrians on your commute. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Fall into autumn hiring with Indeed. Their all-in-one solution makes it easy to interview and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and immediately get a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Thursday. Thanks for always tuning into Real Radio. Real talk for the Palm Beaches. Randy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Jimmy's here.
Hello, hello.
And Josh Allen, quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, on a podcast yesterday, called out Aaron Rodgers. They played in a golf tournament together in February, and he said that Aaron Rodgers sandbagged him sandbagged everybody. He goes, I love Aaron, but he did cheat. He said he cheated on his handicap. He got I guess he was like 7 strokes off what he normally would be. And he said, look, I love him. He's a great guy, but he did cheat. Aaron Rodgers has not responded, but Aaron Rodgers did win the tournament. You think this will kick into Jimmy when the Buffalo Bills play the Jets?
Yeah, I think it's still done tongue-in-cheek, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I love him, but he did cheat.
Yeah, he said he played with a handicap of 10 instead of his normal handicap, which is 3.
Yeah, that's 7 strokes. That's big.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And that's one thing, you see it a lot of times, pool players and golfers. People do not like to be hustled. And people out there every day do it. You meet somebody on a golf course. I have a couple friends who play golf on a regular basis. And they told me, Saturday and Sundays they go, and a lot of times they just join up with groups and you ask somebody, hey, how are you? What's your handicap? And you hope they're being honest, because a lot of times people play for money on these courses. And then a guy could just have a great day and say, hey, man, I'm just having a great day, and which does happen. But I think if you're getting beat for cash, you sort of think, and that's where the term sandbagging came in, where people, lie or say different things. But I thought it was pretty cool that not cool, just different that he called them out. And we'll see if Mr. Rogers responds to that and says whether or not he was sandbagging and what his handicap is. Aaron Rodgers does play a lot of golf.
And maybe, Josh Allen might be a little peanut butter and jealous, as I say, because they played again at another tournament last month, and this is a different one. And Rodgers came in at 5th, and Allen finished tied for 37th. Oh. And that was another tournament.
What was his handicap there?
I don't know.
I know we got a lot of golfers out there. If you guys want to tune in with us and also chime in about this, 877-927-6969. Does that come up a lot? Do you find that where people are sandbagging? At clubs, obviously, everybody's handicapped because you guys play together. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142 or email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Those are some of the things that you guys can do and get involved in the show. And you could always leave us a call back with something that you have to add to the show, or maybe just a thought about it. There is football tonight, and it is the Jets and Browns. It's preseason. It's the Hall of Fame game. So actually, it's a game before the preseason, which starts next week. Our Miami Dolphins open up next week, I believe, with the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes, you are correct.
And I know our good buddy, Jason, he's going to be going down there. He's excited for the game. I know a lot of people are, but a lot of people will be watching the game tonight.
I'm excited. I just got news this morning. I reached out, and my husband is a huge Cowboys fan, and I just was told, so this is like the stipulations with going. I reached out to my aunt, her and her husband, my uncle. They've had a box for the Miami Dolphins for years. They're huge fans of the Miami Dolphins. So I was like, even if it's just one, I don't have to go for my husband to go, because I know. And I was like, if you guys have any room in the box for that game. And she said, you know what? We just happened to. And so she said that we are more than welcome to come. Nice. So I'm really excited to be able to go and hang out with them. And she said, yeah, she was like, but Matt has to be on his best behavior and he can't root too loudly for the Cowboys. I said, I make no guarantees.
Oh, boy,
I was like,
That's out.
I was like, he's a loose cannon. And she was just joking, because
that's great news.
She is a fan, and she gets into the games too. And so it'll be fun seeing the two of them together. I was like, he's a loose cannon. I don't know what he's going to do.
That should be fun. Make sure you record some of that for us, would you please?
Absolutely.
That'll be a good time.
That is awesome. Yeah. Great news. Something off the checklist.
So I got a couple of text messages. Some are random. I got to look into it, and we will look for you. We have a 47142 is that number. Starts off with Real Radio about Jim Carrey. They said, is there any truth about Jim Carrey retiring? I didn't hear anything.
Yes.
I thought in the past, a few years ago, he said it, but I don't know if there's anything recent that just came about.
No.
But I can look into it. And then we also have a message. It says, twice in the last few months, I received a package over 50 pounds from both of the major shipping companies. They left the item on the hood of my car.
Wow. It's weird.
Both times the package had shipping bands wrapped around the heavy boxes, which made marks on my hood. Along with the heavy boxes on top of my hood, I contacted each company to complain. They agreed. They had seen photos where the boxes were delivered on my car and said they would inform the drivers not to do it again.
Okay.
I texted pictures of the marks on the hood, and they advised me to contact my insurance company, then call them back with an estimate. I did not want to involve my insurance company, so I had a detailer buff off the marks. I mean, I guess I don't understand why you would not want to, but I've seen videos all the time where some packages are mishandled, and that's just what happened. It doesn't sound like packages are mishandled. It sounds like your car was mishandled in that situation.
It's weird they left
but it's
it
weird
there.
that he said it was even different shipping companies.
Why
Like,
would
it
they leave it on
wasn't
the
one in
car?
specific. Yeah, 2 different companies left packages, big packages, on his car.
What is he ordering for 50 pounds?
Yeah, what are you ordering? Greek wants to know. Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate that happened, but luckily, like, hopefully it doesn't happen again, and it was something that just could be buffed out, too.
Yeah,
Not
hopefully.
major damage.
Jimmy, who do we have at home?
We have David on the line. David, welcome to the Penthouse.
What's happening?
What's happening with you, David?
Oh, just another day in paradise.
That's awesome.
You know, yeah, no, not paradise for those Red Sox, though, huh?
No, the Red Sox are taking a little on the chin, but going into the season, I remember you saying that you didn't expect much.
I don't get it. You know, everybody up in sports, in the Boston, they defend Devers, Rafael Devers, and the guy is an idiot. At best, he's a one-dimensional. He's a very good hitter. That's all he is. He's not a full baseball. He's not a complete baseball player, and his defense has more holes in it than a pound of Swiss cheese.
Well, you know, most
And his
fans.
intelligence-
I know, but you know, most fans look at offense before defense. And the guy can hit, and he's not getting runs. They give him the credit, and that's just what happens. They don't look at the full package.
But, you know, we Bostonians, as you know, too, we're all very educated sports fans.
Mm-hmm.
We're passionate, and we know baseball. Yes, there are some who are just very superficial. But the majority of the Boston sports fans, they know the Red Sox well. They know baseball well. And the sports media up there, too. And all they do is defend Devers, and it makes me sick. The guy is an idiot. He's a saboteur, and he's cancerous to the team.
All right, well, we can see you don't want him on the team. That's pretty obvious. What do you think about your Patriots this year?
Patriots, you know, the Patriots are going to go 12-5.
Wow.
Or 11-6 at the worst.
That's good.
Sports Illustrated, yeah. I mean, they got a real offensive coordinator in Bill O'Brien, and the offense and the receivers are going to be much better than they were last year. Yes, it would have been wonderful if we got
Hopkins.
Hopkins
Or Cook.
And yeah, and where's Cook? Did he sign already?
No. There's a speculation. Obviously, the Patriots still, but you're hearing more and more about the Dolphins and Jets.
Yeah. But I mean, I think the defense is going to be very good, and yes, 12-5, 11-6.
All right.
Beat Philadelphia on opening day too.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens, and that's going to be the day they honor Tom Brady. So that's a great prediction if they can win opening day against Philly, because Philly's got a good squad. But keep in touch with us during the season. We'll talk soon.
And one more quick thing.
Yes, sir.
You know, how come the little kitten could never beat his big brother in checkers?
Okay. I don't know. How come?
Because his big brother was a cheetah.
Oh, all right. Well, that makes sense. It's tough to win at all in anything. And if the guy's cheating, it's a little tougher. That's what Josh Allen was saying about Aaron Rodgers. We got to run, bro. We got to go to break. But good luck with your Patriots this year. It is the Penthouse. It is a Thursday. We'll come back with a trifecta and so much more. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. I've been everywhere, man. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 22nd and 23rd at T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
And starting Monday, you could win your way there.
Plus $1,000 spending cash.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky as we move through our Thursday. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees. Still nice and humid, so it could feel close to 100 throughout the day. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms developing as well, but mostly pushing inland towards Lake Okeechobee as we move through the later part of the afternoon and evening. A few storms could return again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
The new media revolution is upon us. What is it? Who's leading the way? And how will it impact you? To find out, listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app, Spotify, Stitcher, or anywhere that you get podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
Attention business owners. Was your company impacted during COVID? If you had W-2 employees during 2020 and 2021, you may be entitled for up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit Program. This is not alone. The IRS paid back billions already. We've helped thousands of businesses just like yours. So let us help you. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. We do it all for you, so you won't have to worry about the complex application process. There's absolutely no risk. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Most businesses do qualify, even those with no decline in revenues or those that already got PPP. Discover how much you can claim. There's no cost or obligation. Call now, 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Get up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
Humans can do a lot of amazing things. Fighting bugs? Ew, a bug, get it! Isn't one of them. STEM is powered by active ingredients found in plants to fight off bugs safely and effectively when used as directed. STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science.
Good Greek, moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hogue, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Did you know China starts teaching financial literacy in preschool? American kids are getting left behind, but we can help at home thanks to The Sensibles, a team of animated superheroes who help kids develop smart money habits in a fun way. Each month, they get a kit in the mail with a DVD, a comic book, access to an interactive website, fun activities, and lots more. Visit bcs-kids.com today and enter promo code CENT for 20% off. Digital subscriptions also available. The Sensibles. It's the sensible thing to do.
Staples has big savings on everything you need for back to school or stocking up the office. Save on signs, banners, and posters from Staples Print and Marketing Services. Save on everything you need for travel, like luggage, tech, and travel-size personal items. Plus, save on all your school essentials, from notebooks to markers. Now at Staples, you can save even more with $25 back in rewards on your in-store purchase of $75 or more. Get everything for the office and the classroom for less at Staples. Ends 8/5. Redeemable in-store only. Rewards members only.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cardis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password,
for you to become a victim.
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to LifeLock.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Not seeing any problems along our Palm Beach roadways and expressways. Drive times on the Turnpike and 95, both up to speed. If you're headed to the Treasure Coast, Stewart delays 95 north of Canner Highway. We have a crash there. It is taking up your right lane. That's traffic on duty, Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Raid.
This can't keep your loved ones protected from pests, but Raid can. For 60 years, Raid scientists have worked to protect people around the world, including the ones you love most. Raid, protection for all.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
Hey, this is Granny. Greg, when you come over tonight, we're going to play UPS driver. You're going to deliver your package into my back door. Honey?
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Gonna take a rain check on that, but I do appreciate the offer. Anytime you get an offer or anything in life, you gotta mull it over and think about it and say, hey, thanks, but let me see if something happens better. It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Hope you guys are having a good afternoon. It might rain this afternoon, so get ready. Get your mouthpiece in. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And, of course, Francis is here.
Hello.
Time for your last trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Right now in South Florida, you cannot get away from this guy. He is everywhere. Messi, he did it again last night. Miami International wins 3-1, scores 2 goals. This has been a win-win. Talk about a Powerball win for a franchise. This guy has done it all. People love him. Can't get enough of him. Jerseys all over the place. Alligators are even wearing his jersey. He is a huge hit. Congratulations to this team and the franchise and the league. So far, this has worked out to bring in big, big cash. And the Miami Dolphins do not play tonight. They play next week on the 10th, but there is a game. Green Bay Packers against the New York Jets. The Browns against the New York Jets. The Jets are -1.5. Under overs 33.5. Thank you, DraftKings. And that is tonight, 8 o'clock. So we're finally getting some football. Thank God. And the Marlins won a game last night, down 5-zip. They came back in extra innings, scored a run in the 12th with a walk-off hit, and hats off to the Marlins. Hopefully we're getting back on track, winning some games. The second half has not been good for the Marlins. They've been playing way below 500, and hopefully they can make the wild card turn around. Let's keep this streak going. Panthers and the Heaters, both great playoff runs. We want one from the Marlins. And that is your last trifecta of the day. Peace.
Franny, do you sleep in on the weekends?
Not really.
No?
No.
No, you pretty much get up the same time each day, even on the weekends around the same time?
Close enough, yeah.
That's very good. Greek, pretty much the same, right? I don't think you alter too much, and neither do I. It's very rare that I'll sleep in. And I guess we're going to be okay here because apparently even a little bit of irregular sleep schedules can have negative consequences on gut bacteria, according to another study that's nothing is good for you anymore.
Nope, right?
Nothing.
This can lead to obesity, inflammation, and heart problems, according to this research. They found that even a 90-minute difference in the midpoint of your sleep time of their sleep time, it could impact things that happen on inside yourself there in your gut. That includes staying up late a couple times a week and sleeping in a couple hours on the weekends. Just that little bit will do it.
Just
to
even
you.
a couple days can do that
That's
to you.
what they say. Of course, what you eat and drink has a big impact on it as well. But the scientists say that disruptions in your internal clock also play a significant role. One researcher says maintaining regular sleep patterns, so it's what you need to do, obviously. So when you go to bed and when you wake up each day is an easily adjustable lifestyle behavior that we can all do. So I guess if you have a tendency of sleeping in on a Sunday because it's not a school day, don't do it anymore, according to this. Then again, what is good for you?
I know.
We've heard sleeping, but so check this out. This was part of the research that went with it, but kind of tongue in cheek.
Okay.
Sleeping more than 9 hours a day or a night raises the risk of a stroke. Sleeping less than 7 hours can lead to heart disease. I mean, it's like you have this small window, right?
That's it.
And even taking naps has been connected to high blood pressure. Yet another study will say you should take naps. So, I mean, it's like, what do you believe when it comes to this stuff? And matter of fact, I heard this PSA about what is good and not bad for you anymore.
And now a message from the Everything is Bad for You Institute.
Oh, here we go.
Sleeping in on weekends could be bad for your gut health.
All right.
And here are a few other things that could be bad for you. Coffee, eggs, bacon, Teflon, baby powder, running, sugar, smoking, heroin, the internet, clowns in gutters, smartphones, theme parks, social media. In other words, wrap yourself in bubble wrap and don't eat or drink and don't do anything. This has been a message from the Everything is Bad for You Institute.
All right, I won't do what I promised.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Damn it.
Well, there it is, people. Try to sleep 8 hours. If you can't, one way or the other, you're going to probably drop dead.
Here's the thing. If you want something to go in your favor, just search for studies. You'll find a study that says it's okay or bad.
That's right. You just got to look for it. Playing golf on
That's so
Tuesdays
true.
after 3.
It's
bad
absolutely it's terrible
Makes your head
for you.
spin.
But if you go at 4, you're good.
You're good, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm. You'll live 3 years longer.
After years and years of research and hours and hours of dedication, I have come up with the best song for a lap dance. My friends and I, we worked very hard on this. I think Jimmy has it ready for us. It's the length of the song, and also some of the words and everything like that could send a message to the girl.
You know, I was wondering, if you could keep on, because the force, it's got a lot of power, and it makes me feel like it makes me feel like
Woo! Mike, 7 minutes and 41 seconds is the album version. So a lot of times lap dances are songs.
This feels like a very difficult song to lap dance to, though.
I'm paying.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You dance, bitch.
I guess so.
Wow.
You dance. That's Greek talking right there. There it is. Get
It's
going.
just for the type. And she's like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Why? It's a good song. It's got a lot of movement. I mean, come on. You can't see it. But
Show me on Jimmy. Let me see how you would do it.
No.
Wow, that was a quick no.
Out.
That was a quick no. It's the length of the song. Man, you got to be there. You're in the VIP. You're hanging out. You're at Monroe's. You're having a good time. And then this is going on. It's usually the length of a song for a lap dance. If you guys have any songs that you want to nominate, call us. 877-927-6969. Or you can text us at Real Radio 47142 or email Jimmy.
This is what, if you want a long song.
Yeah. It's 9 minutes.
I don't know if I'm feeling this.
This would be very weird. You're not feeling it?
No, no.
I mean, if we want to go 9 minutes, I think November Rain. It's about 9 minutes, too.
Wow.
Guns N' Roses.
But Michael Jackson's song is something that most DJs have that are at clubs. Like if you say that.
There you go.
This is, I can't get one of this. I'd be like, I'm out.
No, you can't.
I can't feel
No?
this.
You're not feeling it?
No, I throw the $40. I'd be like, I'm out. Give it to the next guy.
I mean, when you said best lap dance songs, I thought you were going to go like Pour Some Sugar on Me or Crazy Bitch or something like that.
Well, I'm going by a song.
You're going by length.
Well, also something that I like and that you hear in strip clubs. You know what I mean? You do hear Michael Jackson.
I don't know if I've heard that.
Oh, I have. A couple times. And I think it's also if you go up to a DJ and you say, here's $20, he'll probably play a song for you. I mean, they'll do anything you want if you give them enough tip. If you have any songs you like to suggest, Franny, anything off the top of your head? Rihanna?
I just gave you a couple.
You gave me
I just gave you a couple.
I'm not feeling Guns
And
N'
we're
Roses.
playing November Rain right now.
I'm not feeling Guns N' Roses for a lap dance. I got to be honest. I'm not feeling that.
This has to be the ultimate. If you're really going to get some bang for your buck, 17 minutes. Inagata Davida, baby. 17 minutes.
Wow. What are you going to do for the other 3?
Wow. This is longer than most of my relationships.
There's truth to that.
17 minutes. Mean. Wow. Why don't we play Beethoven's Fifth? That is unbelievable.
I don't think I have that.
You don't have it? How about Sopranos, the opening? That might be something you could play.
No Beethoven. Damn it.
No Beethoven's Fifth. Damn it. But again, this is hours of research. If you've put in hours of research, let us know. Maybe there's a song that you just say, this is perfect. I went with Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. 7 minutes and 41 seconds. Album version. I think the radio version, obviously, is a lot shorter.
I think this is one of the ultimate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Send them into the main stage. Send them into the main stage.
You're right. Put your dollars in the air. Make it rain, bitch. Jimmy's jamming.
Oh, he's got a lap dance playlist. He's just hitting play and it's going. I mean, this is like the ultimate. You put this song and any girl will start dancing like they're a stripper.
Nice.
Good to know.
Let me write that down.
There you go, guys.
Hey, don't say we don't do anything for you.
Yeah, damn it.
I mean,
Rick's
it's
busting his ass over here.
Every day I try to bring things to bring into your life. Tell you where to gamble, get cigars. Songs for lap dances. A lot of Rihanna songs are good. A lot of her stuff. Umbrella, Pay Me My Money, Bitch.
Bitch better
have my money, right?
Yes. Pay me my money, bitch. I like that version.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
That's side B. Pay me my money, bitch, or bitch better have my money. Bitch better have my money. That's definitely a unique song.
So you can participate with us and talking about money. This is a funny list of some crazy things, and these are stupidly expensive things that celebrities have bought that just feel just wildly unnecessary for life.
Nice. I bet you, and I don't know this list, Nicolas Cage has got to be on this.
Oh, I'm sure. He's always on the list. Well, we'll start with Paris Hilton. She spent $325,000 on a mansion for her dogs. Back in 2017, she tweeted about her doggy mansion. My dogs live in this 2-story doggy mansion that has air conditioning, heating, designer furniture, and a chandelier, and they absolutely love it. It is really cute, but it is
$325,000.
$325,000.
Oh man,
yes.
I wish I was a dog. Woof, woof.
Yeah, the interior and exterior. It looks like Barbie's mansion. It's pink on the inside.
Wow.
For her voice, Celine Dion spent $2 million on a humidifier.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've heard that before.
That was during her Vegas residency at the Caesars Palace. She had the hotel install that $2 million humidifier.
And she still had trouble, didn't she?
To preserve her singing voice.
She had a couple trouble nights that she had to cancel.
Possibly.
Yeah, she was sick a little too.
Well, she said, I mean, that climate is really harsh for people's voice. That
You're
dry
right.
heat. Yeah, so that was the reason why. These are people who have spent a ridiculous amount of money. Ashton Kutcher paid $200,000 for a ticket to space. I don't know if he's gone yet.
I saw a funny thing about him the other day about a party he went to in Beverly Hills, but continue now. Then I'll tell the story. Just go ahead, continue with it.
No,
later.
you can go.
He was at a Beverly Hills house, I guess. All these celebrities, whatever, and Harry was there. Harry Styles, and he got up and he was singing, and he didn't know who he was, and he told the story. He was like, "Wow, you're really good. You should sing.
You should do something with that voice."
And then somebody went up to him and said who he was. He had no clue who he was, and he just said he was totally embarrassed. He was on some talk show. It was a karaoke night at somebody's house. He said they went, and it was in Beverly Hills, all stars, and he didn't know who he was. Just didn't know. And when he got off the stage, he said he was telling his wife, he's like, man, he's great. Why isn't he not like
one of the biggest pop stars in the world, not even the country?
Yeah, it's
in
like
the world.
One-on-one with Michael Jordan. You know what you should do? You should really shoot hoop.
You know what? I think you
really
got
good.
something
You're really
here in
good at
basketball.
this.
You ought to try out.
Kim Kardashian does not say the amount of money, but they say it was pretty hefty, which kind of, I did not mean to do that pun, because she owned Louis Vuitton trash cans. Louis Vuitton trash cans.
Oh, yeah.
Is that necessary?
She's got $1 billion.
Lady Gaga spent $50K on a ghost detector. I mean, I get it. The place is haunted. You may want to find out. Give me the best of the best so I can find out.
Wow, that's a
Yes.
scam.
Speaking of Inter Miami, as Greek likes to call Miami International, like the airport.
Whatever.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Inter Miami, Victoria Beckham has a $33,000 gold-plated iPhone case.
What about Victoria Beckman? Wow. What does she have?
I don't know what she has.
Oh, okay.
I'll
All
call
right,
her up.
We'll find out.
Just curious.
I'll shoot her a text.
$33,000 on a case.
On a
That's
case.
not necessary. Give that money to me.
Yeah.
Drake bought a $345,000 horsehair mattress.
I believe it.
I'd do it.
Is that
worth it.
Is that comfortable laying on horsehair?
Oh, it is. It's awesome. I have one.
Do you? Yeah.
But in the middle of the night, it goes.
He said that it lets you float, is what he says. So that sounds comfortable. I've never heard of a horsehair mattress.
I'm not surprised.
Shouldn't it gallop?
Yeah, should go. He bets $100,000 on a roulette at a spin, so I'm not shocked with him.
I mean, that's crazy. That's lots of money. Let's see. This kind of is pretty cool if you can afford it. Tom Cruise bought his then wife Katie Holmes a $200,000 in-house sonogram machine when she was pregnant. So you just got to kind of check out the baby yourself. Okay, what's going on?
Here you go.
I'm sure you could resell that.
Have a talk to Junior.
All right, and here you go, G-Man. Nicolas Cage, $276,000 on a dinosaur skull.
Yeah,
I remember that. We talked about that when he bought it.
He went bankrupt so many times and had problems with the IRS, and then he did all these movies. But
Speaking of somebody else who went bankrupt, Mike Tyson bought a gold bathtub for $2.2 million because that's necessary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And lastly, I mean, I don't know. It cost him a lot of money? Is he no longer own them? I don't know. I got to research it. But they said Magic Johnson bought 30 Burger Kings. Said, while we don't know exactly how much this cost, he bought several Burger Kings in Atlanta, Birmingham, Miami, and Dallas in the early 2000s.
I don't know why that's a bad thing.
Does he still, unless he doesn't, I don't know. But you're right.
Yeah, because he owned also a lot of Starbucks and he owns a lot of movie theaters. And that was contributed to his huge wealth that he has now. Obviously, playing days with the Lakers. He was probably the first, I think he was the first NBA player to get $1 million a year years ago. But yeah, that's some of those stories. I mean, now Mike Tyson too. I've read an article about him the other day in Cigar and Spirits. He made over $320 million in his boxing career. Obviously, people know he got screwed and lost some money. He's worth now, they say, like $10 million. But he made over $320 million, and he was broke at one time.
That seems low
For him?
Yeah. Because he's done enough business dealings, in his comeback. So maybe he owed a lot too. That he had to dig out of as well that I'm not familiar with. But, I mean, even at, I know he's done a bunch of things. Those gummies with Evander Holyfield.
He's got his own line, I believe, right, of cannabis products.
Yeah, he's got the place in Vegas.
And he's the one who brought Holyfield on with him to partner up specifically for that.
Yeah. He said, you want to take a piece of this? And he goes, why not? He took a piece of my ear. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Always thank you guys for listening, and you could thank us too. All right? It's a bridge. Let's go over it together. Jimmy, great job as always. Every day you display why you're the employee of the month. Thank you so much for everything you do. You do an excellent job.
Well, thank you, Greek. Thank you, Francis. And thank you for listening.
Francis, I'm happy for you. You got Dallas Cowboy tickets for you and your husband. That's great. And you do a great job every day. That's why good things happen to you, because you're a great person.
What was that eye roll? Jesus. He doesn't even wait for me not to look at him or he leaves the room.
I heard it over here.
I know, man. And everybody saw it on Real TV. Thank you, Monroe Palm Beach.
Yes!
Thank you very much, I think. G-Man, thank you, Jimmy. It's always a pleasure. And, of course, thank you. We have any parting words? Let's get something good this time. Leave us on a high note. That was on a high note. So let's get some wisdom.
You wonder why? I got to think of it.
Wonder why what?
You know what?
It's a little hot in here today. Let me try to think of something.
It happens every day after this is the same time.
I know. I'm thinking of something more nice. It's like you're asking me for an extra.
Oh, okay.
All right. If you don't have chips and a cookie, is there still a chocolate chipper? Peace. Have a great afternoon.
No.
That's all we got.
No.
That's all we got.
I don't think so.
Live your life, bitch.
Yeah, live it, bitch.
Hey, it's Rover. Catch Rover's Morning Glory weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. on Real Radio. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We've got a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky as we move through our Thursday. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees. Still nice and humid.